powerful person in the world, as it is now. The notion of a unipolar world, that's gone. We are living now in what is considered to be a multipolar world. And in that multipolar world, countries are either competing or cooperating. And Jamaica has to figure out the areas in which it is going to compete and the areas in which it is going to cooperate for its national interest. So we have to understand how we position ourselves in a multipolar world. And that, I think Jamaica has exercised its foreign policy in this regard excellently. We have avoided conflicts, we have avoided challenges, and we are a country that is considered, which is highly considered, highly reputable, a country that has done extremely well.
Therefore, you must be wondering, how are you going to be dealing with the U.S. Ambassador Designate, Carrie Lake, who told the U.S. Foreign Relations Committee examining her nomination to be the next U.S. Ambassador to Jamaica, that one of her 4 priorities is to ensure that China's growing influence in Jamaica and the rest of the Caribbean is halted, and America become once again the preeminent power in Jamaica and the Caribbean.
Again, I do not speak on U.S. strategy and their interests. I speak on Jamaica's strategy and our interests and how we cooperate. China is here. China is working here. We are a country that believes in a rules-based system, rules-based multilateral system. And the United States, I listened very keenly to her interview in the U.S. Congress, and she pointed out several areas in which she intends to work with us on. Of course, the hemispheric issue of China, it depends on what the U.S. will do. How are they going to do it? We want to see more U.S. investments in Jamaica. We want to see more U.S. firms come to Jamaica. In a way, it is the interest and absence of the U.S. in the region for a very long time, which has created this problem. So if they're planning to correct it by showing more interest and investing more and assisting more, we welcome that. As I said, it is a multipolar world, and Jamaica positions itself to be at the crossroads of that multipolar world. Now, she's also said, which we're very much interested in, that she wants to cooperate in security. And we want to cooperate on that as well. She did mention the country was successful in bringing down its murder rate, and we have worked with the United States very closely. Nobody seems to notice, to stem the flow of guns and to deal with the increased amount of drugs that is coming into the region, because as the U.S. closes off the Eastern Caribbean, drug cartels and other nefarious players are seeking to reroute to come this side of the North Caribbean. So we're prepared. We're going to work closely with them. She mentioned working closely in terms of commerce and trade. And we definitely will work with the U.S. Coast and commerce and trade. So I think I'm looking forward to the ambassador coming, but we're very clear. It's a multipolar world, and we want to see more U.S. investment.
Prime Minister, another hot current issue.
Yes.
Dr. Andrew Wheatley, does he still retain your confidence as a cabinet minister?
Dr. Wheatley retains my confidence in the work that he has been doing in the office of the Prime Minister, particularly in AI and cyber and these other areas. As it relates to the report that was tabled on him, I have read the report briefly. I have not a chance to go through it. I do intend to be briefed by the attorneys as to exactly what is stated in the report. I do, however, feel...
His attorneys or your attorneys or the government's attorneys?
The party's attorneys.
Oh, yeah. all the parties involved.
Yeah. So I The charges that are suggested or recommended are serious charges. Now, the challenge, of course, is that no charge has yet been preferred on him. So until that point, we will observe the situation. Today, I'm going to leave here, run back to cabinet. I expect to see Minister Wheatley there, and we will have a fulsome discussion with him directly on the report and what to expect in the future.
Given what happened in previous years with Petrojam, of which nothing came, you've reappointed him, and you've come under attack for doing so. Do you regret doing so now?
So you will recall that Minister Wheatley at the time resigned in the Petrojam affair, and after the 2020 election, I did not reappoint him because those matters were not yet resolved. Those matters were since resolved, and therefore he was cleared to be reappointed. I was totally unaware of any report or any investigation. I am not aware of investigations that are ongoing. Mm-hmm. It seems to me that the PNP would know more about investigations ongoing than I do.
And that raises the issue. Do you have confidence in the Integrity Commission?
The Integrity Commission is a necessary agency to tackle corruption in Jamaica. I believe there are changes that are necessary for it to become more effective.
You haven't said yes or no.
I believe there are changes to make it more effective.
So as of this moment, do you have confidence in it?
I believe there are changes that are necessary.
It needs fixing.
Precisely. And this is not just my opinion. I believe that the Integrity Commission itself has suggested changes that would make it more effective.
You yourself is in their crosshairs. And I understand, and I'm putting this to you. The matter of your uncertified declarations, they brought in a forensic examiner and found nothing on which they could proceed against you. And they referred it to the Financial Investigations Division, the FID. And it is my understanding that the FID said there's nothing against you on which it can proceed. They wrote to the Integrity Commission.
They have written to me. So
they wrote to the Integrity Commission, I gather. And the
How do you know this? Because I don't know. Really? I'm not aware that they have written.
I gather they have written to the Integrity Commission saying there's nothing there. And the Integrity Commission has responded, and responded tersely. One sentence. It says, the matter is still under investigation because your lawyers wrote to the IC asking them to make public the FID's position, and that's how they responded. The matter is still under investigation. Are you not aware of that?
So I'm not aware of the FID's position. That's the point I'm making. I'm surprised that you are aware of the FID's position. How do you know what the FID's position is? We wanted to know. Our lawyers wanted to know what it is, which is why we wrote to ask.
But your lawyers have not only just written to ask, they've asked that it be made public.
Yeah. So, look, Cliff, I'm in an invidious position because I don't want to say or do anything that would prejudice my own case or prejudice the Integrity Commission. So I'm very careful in answering questions, particularly these matters that are before the court. I repeat my point that the Integrity Commission is important. It's a necessary agency of the government, but in its current form, it is in need of review, and it needs certain changes to make it more effective.
Is it biased against you and the Labour Party and the government?
Again, the Integrity Commission is a necessary, important institution. So far, it has focused heavily on persons who are in the Jamaica Labour Party, but I could not use that to say it is biased.
Okay. One other thing before we go. What is causing the breakdown in the relationship between some of your state ministers and their cabinet ministers?
Cliff, where do you get this breakdown?
They hardly speak. Your Minister of Culture, Babsy Grange, and her State Minister, Kerensa Morrison.
Yeah,
it is so bad, I gather it has reached the cabinet, where this matter has been discussed at cabinet, because there is a problem.
Cliff, I wouldn't make a special case here. The interpersonal and human resource management challenges in a government, in a ministry, in an industry, in a business, it's all there. People have different personality types and different ways of leading and governing. My job is to ensure that professionalism reigns at all times and that the people of Jamaica are not deprived. So ultimately, I have to look at how I deploy the resources that are at my disposal for the best outcome. So I will be looking at redeployment to make sure that the people of Jamaica are always well served.
You're looking at making changes to the political executive?
It is always something that I must do. Yes, always.
And this
not just now, but always.
But this would have been triggered partly by those problems you're having?
So even things that haven't come to the public for,
yes,
would also make me look to see where would be the best place for someone to serve or not to serve.
Yes.
So this is always under review.
Yeah.
Always.
And you have some senior veterans now who are looking at the departure.
So as the Prime Minister, I have to look at succession planning. I have to look at training. I have to look at giving people exposure. I have to create a nursery of leadership. And I have to assign people to work together in teams who are best fit and best suited. But at the same time, you are not a minister with any special assignment. A minister must have certain general capabilities that you can work wherever you are assigned. There's no specialist minister. And I think that needs to be clearly understood. So you can't say, I didn't like this portfolio, you're a minister, meaning you're a servant of the people. You administer the affairs of the people. So wherever you're put, you should have the capabilities to do it. You're not there because you're a subject specialist.
You have a very big vacancy in the diplomatic arena.
I thought you said that.
Yeah, all right, this is the last one.
Yeah.
Have you made a decision on who is going to be Jamaica's next ambassador to Washington?
Not yet. You're actively considering options, but we haven't made a decision yet.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Prime
Thank you, Cliff, and thank you for affording me the time. I know there might be some other journalists who would be upset, but I'm going to be passing through. When I come back, I'll stop at a few others.
Thank you very much for
Cliff,
passing.
Thank you for
You're welcome, sir. Good. Take care. Good. We're going to go to the break and come back with more of your calls.
Steady, my eyes were clear and bright. My walk had purpose, my steps were quick and light. And I held firm to what I felt was right, like a rock.
Jamaica people, wanna hear this interview here? Two friends sit down and chat, One of you know what me say. Wanna hear this interview here we just wrap up? Two brethren sit down and a chat. Andrew Holness said that he is quite okay with Andrew Wheatley still serving in his cabinet. Jamaica people, no wonder if you don't really sit down and listen that interview of nothingness a while ago. Me can't catch myself. I cannot catch myself up to now, Jamaica. Me can't catch myself up to now. I don't even know what to say. Only na hear Andrew Holness say him no know in terms of matters concerning his statutory declaration. And Clifford put it to him, say, based on information sent to him, Cliff Hughes, Andrew Holness's lawyer would have written to the Integrity Commission. Because remember, Andrew statutory still down at the FID, and here Cliff Hughes say, the FID has made a statement that they don't see anything here pointing to Andrew Holness committing any offense. And so that was a statement by the FID. And so after that, Andrew Holness, lawyer, wrote to the Integrity Commission, to which the Integrity Commission responded that the matter is still under investigation. And Andrew Holness say, how Cliff know them there's something there? And he, Andrew Holness, is not aware of his own lawyers acting on his behalf, writing to the Integrity Commission. What me not understand? Me not understand Jamaica. Huh? Me not understand. I don't. What just happened a while ago, Jamaica? What just happened? I'm going to tell you when I come back from the break. Jamaica, tap up the screen. I'm going to bust everything right now. Class just a start, you know. Class just a start. Watch me and them.
Jesus Christ. What can go so?
Jamaica, me say, we have some things to unleash this morning, you see. I want the 380 or uno. Share the life to at least one person because we just a start. We just a start. Share the life, please, and thanks. Oh, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody. Jamaica. We would have just witnessed so many persons calling me asking what just happened. Yeah? So many persons just called me asking what literally just happened on national radio. Yeah? Jamaica. When I saw the Prime Minister pull up at DigiCell's headquarters, and the moment I saw him pulling up there, I know that this was a carefully orchestrated. Jamaica, we have just witnessed our country coming under. Mr. Me can't find the word, Jamaica. I literally cannot find the word to explain what just happened. Eh? The Prime Minister told the country that he has absolutely no issue with his cabinet member, Andrew Wheatley. And he listen to how he just lied to the nation, no? He just spoke out of his mouth on nationwide that him have to wrap up in he cannot be long because he have to leave the country and he might go down to Suriname, and then when he left Suriname, he might go over to Guyana. But he just told the people of this country that he is heading to a cabinet meeting to which Andrew Wheatley is scheduled to be there, where he will be asking and finding out what is the latest where Andrew. Jamaica, what just happened? Eh? What just took place while I make earphones drop out of my ears while I the people? I can't bother with them Bluetooth speaker, give me people earmuffs and talk about my ears. I can't manage them and sitting here where you're talking at your ears. They keep on, me no know. Anyway, when I listen to the Prime Minister of Jamaica, this was nothing short of two brethren sit down and have a drink. Two brethren sit down and have a drink say me last few words, I could not, I have not felt like in a very long time. Yeah? Jamaica. Me say me can't catch myself. What the Prime Minister just go tell the people of this country? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Hold on there, brother, because this is called Filical Ginger Tea. Hold on there. Hi. Jamaica, the man saying can't sit down and explain to the nation 10 minutes good because he has to catch a flight. How is it that a man like this continue to preside? Huh? So you mean to tell me that matters of national importance, the Prime Minister could not schedule an appointment or put on an appointment with the people where the people will have the chance to get an address to the nation? When last has the Prime Minister of this country addressed the nation? Separate and apart from New Year's message or Christmas message. When last since our Prime Minister addressed the nation on public matters? And of all the radio station and media houses, you mean to tell me you choose to go to nationwide? And nothing that Cliff put to him is like he was coerced, given the topic ahead of time. Every single time Cliff asks him something, it is tailored to deflect. Eh? It is tailored to deflect. Disappointed is an understatement. You know what me say? Me say, to be disappointed is an understatement. What just happened a while ago, Jamaica? What just happened? Me can tell you that the labor rights them not have nothing to speak on. The Prime Minister have just made the matter worst for the Labour Party. If I went one time and them a scandal come out, you'd hear Marlon Morgan come out and run out long time. You'd hear Abka Fitzhenley come out, run out long time. You no hear nothing. Poor Dana Morris Dixon as the communication minister have to come out and try to defend, and she's an absolute mess. What just take place a while ago, Jamaica? The man tell the people of this country that he cannot spend 10 minutes because he's pressed for time. Eh? And he has to fly out Ghana, Suriname. And then he have to leave Suriname and go down to Guyana. But literally he told us that he is scheduled for a cabinet meeting where he is expected to have a sit down with Andrew Wheatley. But yet still here they go to Suriname and Guyana. Andrew just lied to the people of this country once again. Yes, darling, them restrict the page with the gifting. I don't know them say me have a static image. I'm not ready to turn on my camera yet. So make TikTok go on, give me restriction. Say me a display static image. TikTok want you to turn on your camera 24/7. And me not ready for that yet. When me launch for my YouTube channel, then I will turn on my camera. Can't bother with TikTok sometime. Well, Jamaica. Yes, blessed and highly favored. I don't know. They restrict my gifting, but I don't know. But let me continue the nation's business. I'm sure they will soon free it up. Me say, me no know what to say Jamaica. Can me come now, you know? If you come here, Andrew Holness give an account as to what the hell is happening in the country, you know. Instead, you want to tell me, say, for almost 72 hours, 4 days pass. And with such a damning report about your cabinet minister, and you are going to tell me, say, you are going to tell us you have all the confidence in Andrew Wheatley? Just a second, people. Give me a second. You are going to tell me that you have all the confidence in Andrew Wheatley still? Greetings, Empress Madge, tuning in from St. Bartholomew. Big up the St. Bart's people, them, and big up the entire Eastern Caribbean this morning. I can't say me disappointed because we know that he like to spin things. But I am in shock, Jamaica. The Prime Minister has further stooped to an all-time low when it comes on to accountability. Who the hell is governing the Labour Party? Who? Who is governing the Labour Party? Because the Prime Minister obviously cannot dictate his cabinet members, because he too is equally guilty of what his other members are being accused of. I literally heard the Prime Minister said that he has the full confidence of Andrew Wheatley, despite numerous recommendations for this man to be charged. Jamaica. The Prime Minister don't even respect the country to address the nation from Jamaica House and speak to Jamaica because of these serious matters. The Prime Minister went and sat with a colleague of his where none of the questions put to him could be answered. None! Remember, Jamaica, that the Integrity Commission has found that Andrew Wheatley, minister without a portfolio, but sitting cabinet member, he would have accumulated assets disproportionate to his lawful earnings by approximately $164 million. And the Director of Corruption Prosecution has recommended that he should face, I think it's about 4 criminal charges. No, so? All right. Illicit enrichment is one of them. 2 counts, not 1, but 2 counts. Yeah, bro, them say, them restrict me gifting thing because a static image. That them has said, me have this still image, and I guess they want me to turn on my camera, but not right now. So It is what it is. It happens all the time. I'm now going to restart my life to please TikTok. This is the one make me soon branch off over YouTube because I can't be bothered sometime with TikTok. Me see words I put up over here and then no flag it. But you go flag me because me have a picture and not turning on my camera. Well, all right, darling. As I was saying, the Director of Corruption Prosecution would have recommended 4 charges on this man. Illicit enrichment is one. Yeah? 2 counts of knowingly making false statement in his statutory declaration. And of course, failing to provide information to investigators. And this man is still in the cabinet. Yeah? Andrew Holness would have looked at the file, or didn't he bother to, and put Andrew Wheatley back in his government after the 2025 elections. Knowing full well, possibly, the investigation was ongoing. The opposition leader, Mark Golding, would have asked, did Wheatley tell the Prime Minister about his investigation, or did he keep it from him? Because either way, Jamaica, it is a grave, I think it is a grave misjudgment. But here is the thing, Wheatley isn't the only one, because Andrew himself is guilty of the same problem. Because the Integrity Commission they could not have completed their investigation into Andrew Holness himself. The Director of Investigation would have flagged alleged discrepancies within Andrew Holness 2021 findings. 6 years almost him can certified, from filing his statutaries and transactions exceeding over $470 million linked to companies associated with him. So you mean to tell me, say Andrew Wheatley, him have get charged for his he would have accumulated assets disproportionate totaling 164 million, but the Prime Minister has been accused of the same crime, totaling over $470 million. Eh? And all of these things would have linked to companies associated with Andrew. And because of that, the investigation couldn't be complete because the Prime Minister refuses to provide the requested information on his expenses. So the same predicament that Andrew Wheatley found himself in currently, the Prime Minister have been here for the past 5 years and no progress have been made. And now the Prime Minister go come tell we say the matter was referred to the FID, and Cliffs told us a while ago that the FID wrote to the Integrity Commission, say based on what they referred to them, the FID, them not see nothing here so to charge the Prime Minister. And the Integrity Commission wrote back to the FID with one sentence, according to Cliff, that the investigation is still ongoing. The Integrity Commission even raised concern that I think his charity funds from the Andrew Holness Positive Jamaica Foundation, his own charity was used to partially fund the acquisition of a personal asset for the Prime Minister. Yes. So we have 2 Andrew now. Both of them flagged. Huh? By the Integrity Commission. Both of them unwillingly are unable to satisfactorily explain their wealth. And both of them are still sitting in the Jamaican Parliament. They need to go. Both of them. Huh? Now the government, Andrew Holness try to spin this innocent, quote unquote, innocent until proven guilty. But here's the thing, Jamaica. It is not a legal principle we all. Listen. We all know when it comes on to innocent until proven guilty. But one more evidence on one to say this administration is corrupt. Huh? So Andrew Holness, he wants to hide under the banner of innocent until proven guilty. Pardon me, Jamaica, the rain a beat like bullet outside. We want the rain, man. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Here's the thing. It is a legal principle, that we all respect. Innocent until proven guilty. We are aware of that and we welcome that and we approve of such. But in this particular case, innocent until proven guilty, it is being used as a shield and not a standard. Because if you as a public servant were found, Jamaica, by the Integrity Commission to have assets of over $164 million, beyond your salary can explain, what do you think would have happened to you or myself? Huh? You wouldn't be sitting in your post today, Or worse, the cabinet post. You would either be suspended without pay, pending investigation, without pay, or possibly behind bars, a jail cell. Your reputation gone, and the same state would have started come for everything. Can you imagine? But the rules do not apply. It don't apply to you when your name Andrew and you're in the Jamaica Labour Party. Don't let them fool you, Jamaica. Don't let them fool you with the idea that resigning would mean accountability. We have seen this movie before. South Trelawney MP Dalrymple. Remember she resigned, as the House Speaker and also the Member of Parliament from South Trelawney. After the Integrity Commission would have recommended 8 charges against her. 8. Andrew Wheatley charges amounts to 4. Marissa Dalrymple charges amount to 8 charges. And what did she do? She resigned. And people call it the right thing to do. And what happened next? The Jamaica Labour Party turned around and brought her back as their candidate. Remember the by-election that they had down there? Brought her back for the same seat, pending her criminal charges. Well, that resignation was all a show. Because it is now becoming a pattern. Every single one of these Jamaica Labour Party, whether councillors or MP that are being brought before the court, on recommendation by the IC for them to be charged, the whole of them say them innocent and I got drag it through the court. But what happened? Whenever it reaches the court, all of them plead guilty. You don't realize? Remember the former minister, Leslie Campbell. God bless him soul. He passed away a month or so ago. Remember, Leslie Campbell was charged by the Integrity Commission to, a minister in Andrew Holness's government. And the whole of them carry the matter to court and fight it. And when them go to the court, they plead guilty in the court. The same thing with that Rimple. Say she innocent. And she go fight it and go to the court. And when she got to the court, what did she do there? She plead guilty in the court. Currently the member for Southwest St. and Xavier Main, he too, based on what the Integrity Commission referred against him, it is a possibility that he is a part of the illicit 13. And so Jamaica, what did Xavier Main do? He put gag order and stop order, dragging the matter through the court. The same thing with the Prime Minister. The matter is stalled because it is before the court. But if it is one thing that has now becoming the norm, is that after the Integrity Commission ruled that you are supposed to be charged, you could have fight it teeth and nail through the court. The Integrity Commission have enough evidence that these matters are criminal matters. So the only thing they are doing right now, Jamaica, is dragging out the process and sabotaging the progress of these matters. The Prime Minister is prime example. It has been 5 years and counting since the matter is now before the court, cannot be certified. The same thing with Royal Reed. All of these charges against these people, and they continue to drag it through the court, buying time. The Jamaica Labour Party didn't even say them select one replacement or a caretaker, for the meantime. They were just waiting for the news cycle to die down. Where are the morals and values that form the base of the foundation of Labour Party? Where is it? And you have to look at the institution on a whole, the Jamaica Labour Party. Because this is why I took offense when people compare the Labour Party with the PNP. When it comes down to the People's National Party, you cannot run on a ticket, whether locally, for the local government or the general election, and you are actively under an investigation. You cannot. So I don't understand how the principle of the Labour Party works. But I know within the People's National Party, you cannot offer yourself to run for the PNP while you are actively under an investigation. It cannot work. There is no comparison, Sean. And the Prime Minister returned to the people of West Central St. Andrew, knowing damn well that he is actively under an investigation. The same with Marissa Dalrymple. She returned to the people on a ticket, knowing that she was actively under an investigation. And here we have Andrew Wheatley. The Integrity Commission told us that in 2024, they would have wrote to him asking Mr. Wheatley to come and have a sit-down with them. Mr. Wheatley had that sit-down in the presence of his attorneys. And in the presence of his attorneys, the Integrity Commission said, based on all of these things that we would have found, that you cannot provide us with an answer. Mr. Wheatley, we have no other alternative, but to notify you that you are being investigated for illicit enrichment. That is 2024. The report states that. The election was in 2025. So how could a member of the Jamaica Labour Party, who is actively under an investigation, knowingly offered himself to run on a ticket for the Labour Party? Is it the norm within the Jamaica Labour Party? Antonio is reminding us that the member for Southwest St. Anne have done the same. All of these matters regarding to the Prime Minister, Andrew Wheatley, Xavier Main, among others, the Integrity Commission would have notified them that they are actively under an investigation. So why is it that these members, public servants, don't respect the people to at least clear? It is one thing when you are accused of something in Jamaica, and then you recuse yourself, sort out your problem, prove your innocence, the people of Jamaica will respect you more. And then you can return to serve. But how can you be under an investigation, pending the outcome of that investigation, and you offered yourself to serve? But they cannot speak to anybody in the government, Andrew in particular, because he himself is the root of the problem. Yes, where is the values and the morals that build the base of the Labour Party? As bad as you know one class the PNP, these things don't happen in the PNP. So I know I say with ISAT, look at ISAT. Whatever ISAT was charged back in the days as a youth, he would have done what? Service time. He would have allowed himself to be elevated as a prominent lawyer. So the mistakes of the past, he would have risen above those mistakes. And those are the people who deserves to get a second chance. Because you would have gone through the system and you would have served your time, and all of those matters against you would have squashed. But the matters are still hanging over the heads of many of these Jamaica Labour Party MPs, and the Prime Minister continued to give them and award them with portfolios, knowingly that they are actively under investigation. Huh? Even if Andrew Wheatley resigns tomorrow, let us not celebrate, because they in the Labour Party, especially the leader Andrew Holness, will end up sending back someone else to Parliament to make laws, the same laws, the same law, that they are maybe the subject to possibly breaking. In fact, Jamaica, a resignation for the Jamaica Labour Party is just a timeout or spend time in the naughty corner. Huh? Can you imagine? And the Prime Minister would have done what? The Prime Minister of Jamaica would have done what? I bet you not tell me. Jamaica. The Prime Minister can sit down on Cliff Hughes this morning and can tell we say he have all the confidence. More than 72 hours, 4-day pass since this a scandal here. And we not hear from the Prime Minister, and the Prime Minister go come rush and go past state media, NNN, for 10 minutes and come have the audacity to tell the Jamaican people say he still have the full support, and the full confidence in Andrew Wheatley. What a national disgrace. What is happening? This warrant, not even a press conference. This matter needs an address to the nation. Andrew needs to address the nation. But instead of him addressing the nation, what him do? He rushed the interview, and I got tell me say he only has 10 minutes and he's catching a flight. to Suriname and him have to left Suriname and go Guyana, but he just told us that he will be having a cabinet meeting and he's expecting to have a sit down with Wheatley. But you just tell the nation, Andrew, that you have the full confidence. You want to tell me, say, with all of them as something as surrounding Andrew Wheatley, you have the audacity to come looking at we face this morning in the blessed Monday, yeah, and tell me, say, you have all the confidence in Andrew Wheatley still? Eh? This is shameful. This is shameful. Yeah? And while all of this is happening, let us pray for the PNP caretaker for his constituency, Paul Buchanan, because Paul Buchanan will either be going to seek redress in the courts today or tomorrow. When are the 22nd? Not today. Today are the 22nd or today, Paul Buchanan are going to courthouse. So let us wait and see what the verdict will be, whether or not there were hanky-panky or irregularities being conducted and meted out against the people in West Central. Davian said put off. Same thing. You that must put off, you know, because here the Prime Minister say he must go down as Suriname and Guyana today. Oh, it is put off until tomorrow. Okay, thank you. Well, make we see the outcome now. Make we see the outcome. And Jamaica, while all of this is happening, you know, yeah? While all of this is happening, Jamaica is literally on fire. The government tried to sneak something secretly past the Jamaican people. While all of them are something they go on, you know, the Jamaica Labour Party government try to sneak something secretly past all of us. Yeah? A diplomatic note, Jamaica, from the U.S. Embassy confirmed that Minister Audrey Marks, the former ambassador to the United States, now minister without portfolio, proposed a third country national TCN arrangement to a U.S. Department of Homeland Security. You hear Andrew Holness told us that the media conflate the two. It is all lies, Jamaica. The meeting that Audrey Mark attended has nothing to do with the third country national arrangement. The meeting Audrey Mark went to was a total different meeting. Huh? The proposal, Jamaica, will have us here in Jamaica receive third country nationals being deported from the US. Over 10,000 people from countries that maybe they don't have nothing to do with Jamaica being dumped here. And what is the response of this government? Deputy Prime Minister Horace Chang, which me no surprise, sit down in the parliament and told us that the United States approached us, Jamaica. Chang say, I know we, the Jamaican government, you know, initiate the idea. Why would we suggest it? We don't have a problem, he said. That him say, you know, except that the U.S. Embassy on diplomatic note said otherwise. In writing at that, with Audrey Mark name Penny. Now the government is hiding behind diplomatic protocol, you know, knowing that the embassy won't respond or get involved in local politics. That is the excuse in Jamaica. So they are using the silence as a cover. That is what they're doing, you know, using the silence as a cover. Weaponizing institutional protocols. to try to mischaracterize a blatant lie as a misunderstanding. That is what is happening, you know. It is a lie, Jamaica. Andrew Holness and his 34 has made an habit of this. Scandal after scandal, report after report from the IC, courthouse after courthouse, gag order after gag orders. Deflect, deny, litigate, and when caught, then wait for us to forget. Continue to count a 9-day talk and the short memory of the Jamaican people. Wicked set of people, them. The exhaustion, the frustration. That things, if you wait long enough, it goes away. Can you imagine? The government has 2 ministers who cannot explain their wealth. One of them is the Prime Minister himself, and a cabinet minister who pitched Jamaica as a deportee dumping ground to a foreign government and lied to it in Parliament. They are still sitting there, you know, and collecting salaries, acting as if Jamaica belongs to them. It doesn't. This island belongs to the people who get up and wash off their face a man in time and wonder how they're going to make it out till Friday. It belongs to the civil servant them who would have been fired on the spot for a fraction of what these people are doing in government. It belongs to the young people. The young people will watch and I say to themselves, is this what integrity look like? Well, no. This is not what integrity looks like. This is what corruption looks like. The hallmark of labor when it gets comfortable. But we will not stop Jamaica. We won't stop talking about it until all of them goes. Justice, truth be ours forever. And that the national anthem says. But Jamaica, when I listen to RJR's hotline with, I think it's Emily Crooks, and the way in which she break down certain matters concerning the University Hospital of the West Indies scandal, the Andrew Wheatley scandal, and of course, how Audrey Marks and Dr. Chang handle the affairs. I said to myself, this is the Emily Crooks that Jamaica grew up to love. Yes, man. When I heard she spoke about the University of the West Indies and what transpired there, I said, wow. I said, wow, Jamaica, because she did well. Can you imagine? Jamaica? Our country is in problem. Our nation is in problem. So much is going on around us, Jamaica. We have to pray to God so that we can manage and make it through. I want to say good morning to all the bloggers who are doing their utmost best to put out the message. But there are so many things that are being hidden from the people by state media. And that's the reason why they don't like the blogging community. I have a lot to say this morning, Jamaica. And I regret that we oftentimes don't have the time to sit and listen. But I'm going to get into that frame of mind to do my show within 2 hours. Because when I transition over to YouTube, nobody now go have no time to sit down and listen to 4 or 5 hour interviews. So I want to make sure that all that I have to say on my program now wrap up, in 2 hours. Don't worry yourself. Remember, say I own up on TikTok, bill me, So I will be running the programs concurrently and simultaneously. So when me live on TikTok, me still a stream on YouTube and vice versa. So I don't never feel like say over here. So as a matter of fact, it will be quite entertaining because what will be displayed on screen on YouTube, we will be merging it right here in live and living colors. So I feel that my TikTokers will be enjoying it more. But I am asking persons to start subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Drebrian Show. Go over YouTube and type it in. You don't know my logo. You don't know my logo stand out and it can't hide. So no go over YouTube from now and just start. So I have to ask from now if you subscribe. I am looking to launch the first week in July. I have started to accumulate all that I would have needed. My studio, my background, my desk, my chair, my lighting, my microphone, you name it. The only things left is my laptop. And remember, I'm asking everybody for their support. Come Friday the 26th. So I'm asking everybody to put down the $5 and the $10 and the $20. And if your pocket is deep enough, we welcome the 50 and the 100. I am looking to get for myself a laptop that can be used. The one I have, each time I try, it says that it is not compatible. So that means if it's do what I want to do with the whole YouTube thing, it is not compatible with the model laptop. It's an older laptop, so it would have served its time. And so I am looking forward for the support this Friday, 10 o'clock. So make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. Friday coming the 26th. And I am looking forward to each and every one lending their support. We're trying to raise at least $800, and I believe I will get it done. If you want to see the program continue to be successful, now is the time. So all this up, and don't worry, man. Yes, sir, G, they suspend gifting, say me have up still image. TikTok wanted to turn on the camera right throughout, and me can't be bothered there, man. So they restrict gifting for now. But what they want to do is what them say so? Gifts are suspended and your life is restricted in recommendation and search results due to reproduced content, such as pre-recorded or copied content. Oh, well, I guess because me have up Andrew Holness on Nationwide. I don't know. Well, I go stay right there because me now restart my life. Dre, what me must subscribe to? The name of my show, The Drebrian Show. It is on TikTok as The Drebrian Show. you know this logo cannot hide. So once you see this logo, you know it's me. So I'm encouraging everybody to get into the frame of mind to support my YouTube channel. Yes, Chin. Just go over YouTube and type in the Drebrian Show and you will see it pop up, and you click subscribe and click the notification bell so that whenever me click that live button, you guys will get the notification that I am on. So yes, I am on the verge of getting all that I need except that laptop. So come this Friday, Jamaica, we're going to be right here and we're going to raise the funds. And I'm looking for the support. All right? I will provide the Scotia account so persons can send whatever they have directly to my Scotia account. I will provide the Zelle. I will provide the Cash App. You know how we get things done. And for those persons who use the Western Union and the MoneyGram, that too, we can arrange for that. But I'm looking for the support, Jamaica, because the work, I'm tired of persons passing through and say, Dre, how can we rewatch a whole heap of good show we have over here, you know? Whole heap of good show we have over here. And at the end of the live, all of that tends to mean nothing because you can't rewatch it. NCB, all of those, whatever you need, I will make it available, Juna. All right? So, I am looking forward to this Friday when we will look to raise all that we need. But yes, Jamaica, this matter concerning the University Hospital of the West Indies have caused significant attention to what is happening. Significant attention to what is happening in this country. And when you look, Jamaica, what went down up there, how I treat matters on this program is in details. And I promise you, Jamaica, that we will try our very best to bring the details to you. Because attention to detail is very important. Very important. Well, there is one particular matter, Jamaica, that keeps on bothering me. Is how the minister handled the University of the West Indies matter. Why it has been collapsing up there. In light of the development before the Public Accounts Committee in Parliament at the last PAC sitting, many of you would recall that each time something is to be revealed, some new information that appear before the committee, when it last sat in Parliament, including the disclosure of what many can determine. Many can agree, Jamaica, that some covering up is taking place up there. Yes, we can agree. And concerning the appointment of the CEO, yeah? Listen good. The Chief Executive Officer, how they choose to select the CEO is quite questionable. Thanks, Hopi Salmon. You say you're subscribed. Beauty Marla, you subscribe already over YouTube? In Beauty Marla? Jamaica, me want the support over there. And I remember says YouTube is quite difficult than TikTok. So I need the support over there. Thank you, Capricorn Queen Nikki. Thank you, the Apple of God Eyes. I am looking to launch the first week of July. Right? But we need the numbers to look good when we go over there. Thank you, Island Dreads. Thank you, Chin. Just go over YouTube and type in the Drebrian Show. My logo can't hide. You know my logo, what it look like on TikTok is the same logo. And you just click the subscribe button. Yes. We want at least 2,000 subscribers over there when we head to YouTube. All right. All right, Star Dollar. Thank you. Yes, man, I'm looking for the support. Yes, Good Living, the same. Many persons would have subscribed, but because I was not active on there. But time come. Thank you, Noreen. I want to say time come. Time come. So TikTok and YouTube will be running simultaneously, starting the first week of July. Thank you, Real PNP. Thank you, Carol, Mrs. Carol Miller Blake. Thank you, Annie. Yes, man. I want if you want to support me on TikTok, or if you go over YouTube and support me too. We have to keep that momentum. Thank you, Doreen Grace. Thank you, Yvonne Stern. Patrick Wally same do that already from last year. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Woman of God. Woman of God, you will be a part of the program. Yes, I'm working on a program and I want you to be a part of it to give prayer. You want to know me do my thing. When I launch my YouTube, I want the blessings of Almighty. I mean, I look for the blessings from man. So I'm going to dedicate my platform and I'm going to ask some wonderful church men and church women to offer prayers. And so you will see the layout of the program and I will send the program and post it. So who will be offering prayer? Who will be reading a scripture? You know the whole thing. It will be an official launch live, where you call in and you do aspects of what I ask you to do. So I'm telling you from now. All right? Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Andrea Fletcher. Thank you, Helen. Thank you for those who would have subscribed already. Mr. Jamaica, the earphone, keep on a fallout. And I have to hear what is happening. But anyway, let me get back to the substantial issue. Follow me now. Jamaica. When I look at the university hospital, substantially what have been disclosed is not only shocking, but the recruitment process of the CEO is questionable and it is shameful. It is. It is, Jamaica. Jamaica, we have been here before. And sometimes when you get information, that is when the clarity comes. And why did I say that? I say that because When it comes on to that hospital, part of the disclosures before the PAC meeting, part of it relates to the CEO who was identified by the subcommittee of that board. She didn't pick up that position. And according to the former chief executive, Mr. Chai Chung, who made the disclosure before the public commission, she didn't pick up that position of the CEO because she was shortlisted, but based on what the report states, and I realize the opposition PNP was pointing it out months now, but classic labor right fashion, they tend to hide the truth. We in the opposition have been saying that this woman would have came to Jamaica trying to turn around that hospital as the CEO. We made it known right here that she was here. Yes, we did. However, Jamaica, other members of the UE team decided that they are going to go against her wishes. Can you imagine? The woman didn't worry take up the position, And you know why? You know why? Because she said to them that they need to resolve the issue of there's a disparaging function between who reports to the board and the CEO. Where's the CP? CP say, I'm glad that you are taking a big share of thousands of US dollars to be made on YouTube. Well, first of all, you have to get your numbers and you have to have at least 4,000 watch hours for you to be at least able or qualified to be monetized. So with content and with consistency, that is how you achieve those things. So I am looking forward to the day when I will be able to be monetized, and I cannot do it without the help of you guys. So it takes a lot of work. But if I can do it on TikTok, I sure can do it on YouTube. You don't feel so? Yes, man. So with consistency and with content, I think I will be able to consistent with you coming on at the time I'm supposed to. I'm still torn between 9 and 10. What I will do is I will go live promptly at 10. Yes, I think 10 is prime midday, mid-morning. Everybody's supposed to be at work by then. However, I will tune up the live from 9:30. So I come on currently at 9:30 thereabout, but it takes a little while to build up the numbers. So what I will do is start the stream 9:30 and give myself half an hour, 30 minutes to build up the numbers, and then I will go live at 10. Right? Yeah, man, 10 a.m. is good. Morning, Mrs. Escobar. Good to see you, my dear. Chinsefi keep all breaking news. That's right. Listen, man, if me can able to articulate myself like this on TikTok, you can imagine when me go in the YouTube space? Eh? Can you imagine when me go in the YouTube space? Me just ask for the support. That's all me need. That's all me need. All right, Nats. Nats at 10 a.m. is good. 10 o'clock, everybody there work who can catch the phone. And you know what? I feel 10 a.m. is prime morning time where you can get that support. Yeah, man. Not too early where you know people busy or get ready for go work or them already them pitting for go school. You know, 10 o'clock, you pity them out the door and you know you can sit down and give some support. 10 o'clock is good. Not true, Valerie? Thank you. 10 is good. Now, Jamaica, back to you. The woman came and she gave her a recommendation. However, there were too much discrepancies because the CEO is not a member of the board. So you have a situation where it's like you have two heads running the University of the West Indies. And she thought that that was an unhealthy situation to continue in. And she made it clear that she was not going to take up the position. Can you imagine? It is so crucial that you heard these things in full, Jamaica. So because she never took up the position, the then board headed by Mr. Choi Chung, they say that they would have appointed an acting CEO. Acting, you know. And the minutes that were disclosed, Jamaica, to the PAC, that acting CEO in the minutes, based on what Chai Chung said, Jamaica, the Minister of Health, he did not agree with the appointment of that acting CEO who was selected. And so, Jamaica, the minister dissolved the board and appoint the former CEO. Jamaica, this is serious. This is serious. And from one thing leading to the next, Jamaica, Emily made it absolutely clear on the current matter before us concerning Andrew Wheatley. Yes. And Jamaica, these things are damning. I don't know how the Prime Minister came out this morning and uttered those words. I am looking for social media to blow up when we wrap up my program, you know. The Prime Minister say he has all the confidence in Andrew Wheatley. I am still baffled. Huh? When it comes to Andrew Wheatley, yeah? I don't have any issue at all, Jamaica, with any minister of government, any member of parliament, or any Jamaican fighting tooth and nail to defend them reputation and to seek in the court that is appropriate to deal with any matters that arise. And if they are charged, to put up the strongest legal team in their defense. So Dr. Andrew Wheatley, not a soul take away that right from you, sir. What I believe that you should not be allowed to do, sir, is to continue to sit as a member of the executive while you seek to clear your name. And you need to understand the distinction between the two. By all means, that the charge against you when leveled in court can be proved. Go and fight it, sir. But the collective integrity of the cabinet, it is a very important thing. But I am amazed, Jamaica, that almost 4 days since those disclosures and utterances by him in the parliament. Yeah? And these disclosures are substantially different by the ones that we would have heard in any previous Integrity Commission report. And I am amazed, Jamaica, that even now, he still sits there. And the Prime Minister has not moved to do anything about your position. Prime Minister, you need to get it together, sir. This is more than untenable in so many languages. You have to get it together, Andrew. We shouldn't be going into another week where Dr. Andrew Wheatley remains a member of the cabinet. And this is beyond debate. This is beyond debate, Jamaica. When you look at how the government handled the matter with the MOU and Audrey Marks and the United States. Yeah? Another disgrace. There was a time, Jamaica, where information that used to come out about secret MOUs, and it happened under the PNP as well. There was a difference then because nobody in the cabinet normally knows other than the leader. Cabinet secrecy, Jamaica, used to be undermined. But in 2026, Jamaica, when it comes on to this current matter with Jamaica and the United States and how Chang handled it, how on God's earth that this administration believes that it could go ahead and sign a MOU over a week or so before any of the information came to us and have the audacity to have us trying to understand what they signed. It is beyond me. Up to now, me not understand it. And Dr. Chang seemed to don't even understand it himself because nothing what him say is clear. And we should not fear try feeling at the dark, Jamaica. Because we know that there is no diplomacy in the corridors, in the halls of powers anymore. We are fully aware of that. We are fully aware that what we are dealing with are not negotiations, but dictates. And we know that we don't have the power. The powers are unequal. And so what you probably need to do, Dr. Chang, is speak to us in parables and we will understand. We are not idiots. We are not idiots. Chang and the Labour Party needs to learn from history and know when to speak with the people and get ahead of the news. So what is happening, to my mind, it is not acceptable, on how this matter has been handled. And even now we don't understand. You are telling us that these individuals are not deportees, but are these people free? Are they buying their ticket to come here? Or are they to be transported in the custody of representatives to get here? And if they are not, you need to talk straight, sir. And if you cannot talk straight, Chang, you need to get somebody who can to level with the country. This administration is an absolute mess. There's a time, Jamaica, there's a time when there cannot be so many mistakes. You cannot make so much mistake. 1 week after the next, disgrace after disgrace. We cannot continue like this, Jamaica. We cannot continue like this.
Powering on.
And
Ready to pair.
I don't even know how to explain it. How to explain it. Jamaica, I have to let you listen, right, to RJR, because RJR would have said it best with Emily Crooks, and she would have wrapped up all three issues: the issue with the University of the Hospital, the issue with Andrew Wheatley, and the issue with Horace Chang. Yeah? She would have wrapped it up very well. So much so, Jamaica, that the Prime Minister today cannot sit or even address the nation on these national matters. I find it very rude and disrespectful. It is untenable. Yeah? It is untenable, Jamaica.
Aired.
But when I see Emily Crooks come out, yeah, and say these things, I said that is the Emily that we all grew up to love and respect. Yeah? That is the Emily we all grew up to love and respect. So I wanted to listen to what Emily had to say concerning the UE matter, and then Andrew Wheatley matter, and then the matter with Horace Chang. Listen to what Emily had to say, Jamaica, on RJR concerning the university scandal. She would have put it so eloquently. So I want you guys to listen to Emily on RJR.
The 19th June 2026. Good to be with you today, listeners. We come to you live from the AC Hotel at 38 to 42 Lady Musgrave Road.
Holande, Doreen said, Dre, you are on YouTube live. Now I am watching it. Really? Holande? Holande? No, Holland, that shouldn't be, because I should have... A true Maureen? What you see over there? Oh, somebody is streaming my show. Oh, I know me then, man. You see me frighten me. I know me. P.M. Mara say Bolo is streaming live, and somebody else, Clabba them, as a theme platform, I stream it as well. So I know me is not the Drebrian Show channel. It's somebody else's channel, a stream. And I welcome fair use. I welcome fair use. Just give credit. Simple. That's all I say, because if somebody is going to use someone is streaming it. But when you go tell me, send me over there, me frightened, because me know me would have TikTok would have out of order for you stream this without my knowledge. But anyhow, I want you guys to stay focused and listen to what Emily has to say concerning the university hospital and how Dr. Tufton handling of the situation was untenable. Let us shift focus back to the meat of the matter. Listen this, Jamaica.
in Kingston, and this is going to be one of those broadcasts because everything is going on around me. So I pray that my system can manage all the events here and bring it to you in clear, logical fashion. We thank you so much for staying with us. We know that you have choices. We're happy when you come here, happier when you find reasons to stay. This is Hotline.
Emily's views, her position on the issues, her point of view backed up by the facts. Here are Emily's views.
I've got a lot to say. And I regret I don't have time this morning because I can't deal with all of the issues in the time available because of the nature of the broadcast I'm on this morning. But I promise you, because the way I treat matters on this program is in such detail, and the details are important, I promise you that I will come back to you with the details because attention to detail it's an important attribute for individuals to have. There's one particular matter I wanted to deal with this morning fully because I've dealt with it in at least 2 Emily's views before. And that is the issue concerning the imbroglio, for want of, or for finding an appropriate word, the imbroglio at the UHWI. In light of the developments before the Public Accounts Committee of Parliament at the last PAC sitting, you may recall that I treated you to the thing as it emerged on this continuum a number of weeks ago. And there was some very important new information that appeared before the committee when it last sat, including the disclosure of what can be termed, not what can be termed, what is actually referred to as addendum to board meeting with substantive details concerning the appointment of a chief executive officer by a subcommittee of the board then of the University Hospital of the West Indies. Substantially, what has been disclosed, and it's very important in fairness to the process and fairness to you, fairness to myself, my conscience, as I've tracked this matter, that you get to hear in detail, but we can't bring it all to you this morning. The details put in the addendum to the board meeting about the recruitment process of the chief executive officer. But additionally, I think it's so important that we listen and listen well. I cannot tell you how many times I've had to go over and listen to these meetings because sometimes it's when you get information that a little bit more clarity comes, information in writing. And why do I say that? I say that because part of the disclosures before the PAC relates to the CEO who was identified by the subcommittee of the board. She didn't pick up the position. And according to the former chief executive officer, Dr. Chai Chung, who made the disclosures in a submission before the Public Accounts Committee, she didn't pick up the position of chief executive officer, though she was shortlisted, interviewed, and now based on the addendum to the board meeting, the minutes, we're seeing that she was actually present and in Jamaica and meeting with the Minister of Health and other members of the team of the UHWI. But she didn't take up the board, the CEO position, because she said to them they needed to resolve the issue of this sort of disparity between the role of the Senior Director of Clinical Services, who reports to the board, and the CEO is not a member of the board. Yeah? So you have a situation where it's as if you have two heads running the UHWI. And she thought that that was an unhealthy situation to continue. And if it's not resolved, then she's not going to take up the position, even though the position was offered to her, at least by the subcommittee of the board which was established to do the hiring. And it is so crucial that you hear this in full. So because she didn't take up the position, the then board, headed by Chai Chung, they say that they appointed an acting chief executive officer. And the addendum to the minutes that have been disclosed, I am searching through them to find where it was ratified that acting CEO is to take up the job. And based on what Mr. Chai Chung said, the Minister of Health did not agree with the appointment of the acting CEO in the face of the CEO who was selected from overseas, declining to take up the job. The minister dissolved the board and appointed the former chief executive officer. Okay. So it's crucial for us to comb through these documents and see if they do show the appointment of an acting chief executive officer after the lady from overseas did not take up the position. The answers are there, but we don't have the time to go into that. I promise I will come back.
Jamaica. Now, you know, see the reason why Dr. Christopher Tufton is so quiet ever since that PAC meeting. Can you imagine, Jamaica? And when you look, they ridiculed Mr. Choi Chung, the member for even Central St. James, was so rude. And the one from Southwest St. Anne Xavier Main, him and Heroy. But the moment them look on the man's face, how him dishonest and I saw they try to disrespect the man. All in doing what? Protecting Christopher Tufton. Well, Mr. Choi Chung has been vindicated today. And when you look at the corruption, it is so rotten and stinking at the Labour Party and the cover-up. Because the Labour Party know that every single sitting on these boards, somebody is there to take the minutes or the recording of that meeting. What they did was to draft up 1 2-sentence minutes and bring it to the PAC. And I remember Julian Robinson as the chair said that out of a meeting of hours and hours, only 2 little sentences derived from out of that meeting there. No, man, there got to be more. And the PAC chair instruct them that work at the university hospital, yeah, at the next sitting to come with the Lord, the comrades, them love me, sir. Somebody just tap me up with $1,000 credit. Love you, love you, love you. Me have to go tell you thanks after the ear. Big up yourself. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yes. Jamaica. Sorry if I'm getting distracted, you know, when you're live and the little pop-up message them a drop. Who have iPhone can understand. It's a bit distracting when you see the message drop down, so you have to glance. There you go. Just bear with me, people. Now, when I listened to the PAC meeting, and now we not hear from Xavier Mena, we not hear from Eli Clark anymore. Now that the minutes were brought, how is it that at first them come tell us say only 2 little sentence come from the minutes, not much never go on. But now, after them further investigate, remember they ridicule the man, and curse the man. Yeah? Then curse the man. They would have cursed the man. And make it seem as if the man is some form of corruption enabler. And now that the evidence were brought before the PAC meeting, and it shows now Jamaica, pages can done with what came out of that meeting, report after report. But yet still, they only came with 2 little sentences at the previous PAC meeting. So this was all there was that derived from that meeting. Mr. Choi Chung is now vindicated. And when Mr. Choi Chung made it clear, yeah, that the board decided to choose an acting CEO because the woman decides, say, listen, if you no send, come call me if you turn around things at the university hospital, right? And I should be the CEO. Why is it that you have somebody else acting as if they are the CEO? Then why is it that you guys brought me come here when you don't already have a CEO there? I try to overdo and overrule what me I say. So what they did was to come together to install an acting CEO because the woman that was so qualified, she was being undermined at the expertise of the minister. But the minister tough than him now, go on like him now do nothing in the background, But him is the puppet master calling the shots for what is happening at the university hospital. And so the woman stood on her principle. Yeah? And she went back to the UK. I am eager to see Emily's continuation on this matter. But equally, how she spoke out on this university matter, Jamaica. Judgment pitching at the Labour Party. Emily Crooks gave her unfiltered response concerning this member for North Central St. Catherine, Dr. Andrew Wheatley. Jamaica, uno mouth go left wide open. I want you to listen to Emily's response to this corrupt behavior from Andrew Wheatley and that of the Prime Minister. Listen carefully to Emily's view.
I don't have any issue at all with any minister of government, any member of parliament, any Jamaican fighting tooth and nail to defend their reputation and to seek to, in the court that is appropriate, to deal with any matters that arise. And if they're charged, to put up the strongest legal team in their defense. So, Dr. Wheatley, nobody's taking that right away from you. What I believe you should not be allowed to do is to continue to sit as a member of the executive whilst you seek to clear your name. And you need to understand the distinction. By all means, it may be that the charges against you, when leveled, cannot be proved. Go and fight it. The collective integrity of the cabinet, it's a very important, intangible thing. And I am amazed that more than 48, near 72 hours after the disclosures in the parliament, and these disclosures are substantially different from the ones that we heard of in any previous Integrity Commission report. And I am amazed that even now, you stayed put. And the Prime Minister has not moved to do anything about your position. Prime Minister, you get it together. This is untenable in so many languages. You get it together. We shouldn't be going into the weekend where Dr. Wheatley remains a member of the cabinet. And it is beyond debate.
Mighty God. No, Sammy, I have to listen this one more time again. This is the Emily we all grew up to love. Only I realize that the media houses, them a get a fight. Not because of financial reasons, but the media house, them a lose viewership, Only I realize that the bloggers, them a run things now. People rather sit down and listen to the unfiltered, the undiluted responses from the bloggers, them, because the bloggers, them go in depth and do more investigative journalism than them. Yeah? Only I realize that RJR or other entities not getting the viewership. Missy, when look at Andre Stevens PDTV. When Andre have a good show, the boy are cranking 10, 12,000 people sit down and listen. And which media house in Jamaica have 10, 12,000 people sit down? Must be only when where you can reggae some fest and some big things are going and them are stream it. Or like World Cup are going, you see how much thousands of people are listening in. The bloggers are doing extremely well. And I just ask the bloggers them, when you see the temptation, when you see the old controversy them and the naysayers them are trying to come between, keep it together. Keep it together, bloggers. No make nobody come kick way on a bucket of water. I was always told growing up as a little boy, building yourself is like filling up a bucket of water. Bit by bit, however way you choose to fill up that bucket of water, cup by cup, teaspoon by teaspoonful, however you choose to fill up your bucket of water. Well, let me tell you something this afternoon, Jamaica. It only takes one fool to come and kick over your bucket of water and mash up your platform in one day. So I say to all the bloggers them this afternoon, no make nobody come kick over your bucket of water. Continue to build on your progress. Continue to build on yourself. Word to the wise. Word to the wise. Jamaica, I have to listen to Emily speaking on this Andrew Wheatley matter. Because the Prime Minister can tell us this morning, say him have full only I realize that Andrew Holness just further sink the Labour Party to an all-time low, The Prime Minister have gone to nationwide out of all media house figure sit down go have a drink with him brethren. Because you cannot tell me, said this interview was not rehearsed or planned ahead of time. And so, Jamaica, when I don't want to laugh, who saw? Who? And which movie that me get that? I want Jackie Chan movie, When them I tell Jackie Chan to calm down, and one man, Chris Tucker say, who saw? Who saw? I don't remember the movie, but let me calm down. Who saw? Jamaica. Instead of the man address the nation, when last of the Prime Minister put on an address to the nation, I mean not talk New Year's Day or Christmas Day or Independence Day. I mean like when we having matters of crisis when the Prime Minister should have come address the people. Because remember, everybody a talk about them or something here, and to set them people minds at ease. The Prime Minister go down a state media if he go sit down and have a drink with him brethren. And can tell the Jamaican people are further spitting at them face this morning and say him have the full confidence of Andrew Wheatley. What a national disgrace. Marie said the movie name Rush Hour. That is it, my friend. Long time, Jamaica people, me want to listen to Emily because Emily has returned to the girl that we once fall in love with growing up. Yes, I don't care whether straight or not straight. Me no know no man which had said they no have a little feelings with Emily Crooks. Emily is a nice girl growing up. Every boy fantasize about this woman, but she has lost her way. So it was an absolute joy and pleasure. Oh no, laughing. No, come in. No one go come laugh. It's not a laughing matter. Allow me, make me speak freely. Growing up, me don't know which boy never used to lust and have some form of feelings for Emily. Nice woman. And it break many hearts when they hear say she is married to her and take her off the market. But anyway, Jamaica, the woman has lost her way. But it was a joy to see her returning to the Emily that Jamaica once loved. Listen to the woman doing what she does best, holding a...
I don't have any issue at all with any minister of government, any member of parliament, any Jamaican fighting tooth and nail to defend their reputation and to see through in the court that is appropriate to deal with any matters that arise. And if they're charged, to put up the strongest legal team in their defense. So, Dr. Wheatley, nobody's taking that right away from you. What I believe you should not be allowed to do,
yes,
is to continue to sit as a member of the executive,
yes,
whilst you seek to clear your name.
that's right.
You need to understand the distinction. By all means, it may be that the charges against you, when leveled, cannot be proved. Go and fight it. But the collective integrity of the cabinet, it's a very important, intangible thing.
Yes.
And I am amazed that more than 48, near 72 hours after the disclosures in the parliament, and these disclosures are substantially different from the ones that we heard of in any previous Integrity Commission report. And I am amazed that even now, you stayed put. And the Prime Minister has not moved to do anything about your position.
Yes.
Prime Minister, you get it together.
Yeah.
This is untenable in so many language.
Mighty God.
You get it together. We shouldn't be going into the weekend where Dr. Wheatley remains a member of the cabinet.
True.
And it is beyond debate.
It is beyond debate. It is untenable. And the Prime Minister come laughing on her face this morning and come tell her, say, he is en route. I cannot stay here any longer, Cliff. I am en route to Suriname and further by extension Guyana. Continue to take flights. These are the people, Jamaica, that you would have elected. Don't get me wrong, Right? For whatever reason, the PNP fell short September 3rd. We are living in a democratic country. Thief or not thief, and them farm back the government, not true. But you would have expected that whoever forms the government will at least have some form of decorum or respect for the people. Look at all these national issues facing us where we are not getting the answers that we deserve as a people. And the Prime Minister will come looking at our face this morning. A man who have 4 charges hanging over him head. Corruption charges. When have things disproportionate to his asset, which means that he can't explain or he come by it. And the Prime Minister will come tell we this afternoon. Say he has full confidence in such individual. Jamaica, the country mash up. The country mash up. Tina said, Dre, Emily, all dry bamboo, she blaze up and in no time she burn out. Lord Jesus, you know what I gonna do? Look, you don't make me laugh, you know. Tina said, Dre, Emily, all dry bamboo, blaze up and in no time she burn out. CP is reminding us that Emily is compromised and rather inconsistent. But we love when they come address certain matters, man. I mean, we have to take back the country. We have to take back the country. At some point in time, Jamaica, we have to look within ourselves and do the right thing. Mr. The Labour Party further disintegrate into nothingness this afternoon. The leader, I go come tell we, say him have full confidence in the man, despite 4 charges hanging over him head. You know, Sister Jamaica done. Jamaica is an absolute mess under this regime. And just when you thought you would have heard it all, Jamaica, I want you to listen to Emily and how she fixed Audrey Marks and Dr. Chang and the U.S. Jamaica Memorandum of Understanding that was signed. Listen to this, Jamaica, because this is the Emily that we like. When we don't see matters of national importance, we must learn to speak on it and let the chip fall where it may. Listen to Emily once again, Jamaica.
There was a time during the Mammoth Phelps and Phillips Commission of Inquiry when information came out about these secret MOUs that Dr. Phillips signed with the United States government. There was a difference with them because nobody in the cabinet, we understand, knew about those MOUs. And so the issue of collective responsibility and cabinet secrecy, all of those things were being undermined. But perhaps he could say, perhaps he could, even though it's not a good argument, is that it is about national security matters. But so ferocious was the debate about these clandestine MOUs signed by Dr. Peter Phillips, and the political haranguing was great, and rightly so. So how on earth this administration believes it could go ahead and sign an MOU over 1 week or so before any information came to us, and have the effrontery to have us try to understand exactly what they signed is beyond me. Up to now, I don't understand it. Dr. Chan, you don't seem to understand it either, because nothing you say to me is clear on exactly what is to happen. And we shouldn't have to feel in the dark. On top of that, don't come and tell us that there's no coercion, because we know that there's no diplomacy in the corridors, in the halls of power anymore. We are fully aware. We are fully aware that what we're dealing with are not negotiations, but dictates. And we know that we don't have the power. The power differentials are unequal. So what you probably need to do is speak with us in coded language, and we will better understand instead of taking us for idiots, because we are not. And it doesn't help that other Caribbean territories have these so-called TCNs. You need to read the room. You need to learn from history. You need to know when to speak with us and get ahead of the news. So what is happening now, to my mind, is not acceptable in how the matter has been handled. And even though we don't understand, you're telling us that these individuals are not deportees, but are they free people in the United States?
Yes.
Are they buying a ticket to come here? Or are they to be transported in the custody of representatives to get here? And if they are not, we are not into the euphemism. You need to talk straight. And if you cannot talk straight, get somebody who can talk straight and level with us. This administration, you need to watch yourself. There's a time when the thing goes to water bottom and it's going to drop out. There cannot be so many mistakes in 1 week. Or 1 week behind the next. When David Cameron came here and promised a prison, it was rejected forcefully in the Parliament of Jamaica by the then opposition leader Andrew Holness, and I agreed with it.
Yes.
Chiefly because of the historical relic, because of our relationship with the UK, and the issues concerning slavery, which is a bit different from the United States. But exactly because of that, and exactly because of the secret MOU, you come to us early.
Yes.
And explain and distinguish.
Yes.
They don't hold a speech until some biennial conference.
Not at all. Out of order.
Don't make, like Granny would have said, don't make people spit on the ground and it dry up before Dr. Wheatley resign later. And give us full explanation about this so-called MOU.
Yes.
Because up to now I don't get it.
Neither me.
And I read things in light. I don't read in the dark. That's all the time we have.
What Emily say? I like to read. And I don't read things in the dark. Mighty God of Daniel, now me have to play this one again, Jamie. The woman say I like to read. And I don't like to read things in the dark. So Horace Chang, if you cannot speak to us in codes, because we are no idiot. Mighty God, Jamaica, week after week after week, you know, and see the Prime Minister left them in the mess. So who in charge of the country? Who is in charge of the country now that the Prime Minister has been traveling? I remember saying now come back. Remember that me say Parliament now keep tomorrow, you know, because the Prime Minister they are Suriname, and when you wrap up down at Suriname, he say I got Guyana. Me no think all of that can achieve today in a 1 day for him to come back on Tuesday for Parliament. Oh, you not realize that the Jamaican Parliament is a party shop? Oh, you not realize that them people only come to Parliament when it is convenient to them? Me not understand why I go along Jamaica. Alvaro, why go on me G? Alvaro, certainly me brother. Jamaica, me have to make you listen to what Emily said a while ago, because this is the Emily that we would have grown up to love. The woman not hold back nothing. She tell the plain truth what every single Jamaican have been saying since this MOU come out. It don't make no sense. And instead, Horace Chang speak in a language. And if he want to be diplomatic, speak in a code. Maybe now is the time to talk like a patois, you know. Because we have a problem with the patois. Speaking of the patois, Horace Chang. So that's when you talk and tell me what they happen in a patois. Donald Trump now go understand. Because remember, you can't breach them MOU and talk out one of the MOU, but it's not working on no favor at all. So please to speak it in patois. So that's when you speak, Washington won't understand. Jamaica, this is nothing short of another scandal, you know. Nothing short of another scandal. One more time from the top again.
There was a time during the Manak Phelps and Phillips Commission of Inquiry.
Yes.
when information came out about these secret MOUs that Dr. Phillips signed with the United States government. There was a difference with them because nobody in the cabinet, we understand, knew about those MOUs. And so the issue of collective responsibility and cabinet secrecy, all of those things were being undermined. But perhaps he could say, perhaps he could, even though it's not a good argument, is that it is about national security matters. But so ferocious was the debate about these clandestine MOUs signed by Dr. Peter Phillips, and the political haranguing was great, and rightly so. So how on earth this administration believes it could go ahead and sign an MOU over 1 week or so before any information came to us, and have the effrontery to have us try to understand exactly what they signed is beyond me.
The audacity. What you say, Emily? Them have the effrontery. The audacity to sit down on the MOU hide it from with you over 1 week. God bless the gleaner. That's why they eat the gleaner, so you know, because somebody pinch gleaner and tell them what they got on in Washington. And to make matters worse, Kingston was aware. And if Washington and Kingston in an agreement, why is it for over a week, Kingston sit down on the MOU and tell the people what is in that MOU? We have to learn from the gleaner. We have to learn from a newspaper. Only not to the country done. Only not to say them at Washington and run down at Kingston. And when you're done, you hear Andrew talk it too much time. He repeat it this morning, say we are an independent where? Only not realize that Washington and run Kingston. It gets worse.
To know I don't understand it. Dr. Chan, you don't seem to understand it either, because nothing you say to me is clear on exactly what is to happen.
Hear they? Hear they? Eagle Power is reporting that over 17 Asian nationals washed up on our shores. Well, they never come a better time. If we cannot spread and roll out red carpet for 10,000 deportees, from all over the world. The Asian them have never arrived at a better time, because we want to see how Andrew Holness and Kamina's foreign affairs are going to handle this matter now. Thank you, Eagle. Eagle says 17 Haitian nationals just arrived in Jamaica from Haiti. What are going to turn them back? How is it that we're not going to turn back Haiti, and Haiti is a member state of CARICOM, which means that we must help those in CARICOM first before we help those outside of CARICOM. So how is it that we are going to open up our doors to welcome the Philippine, the Mexican, the Venezuelan, the devils knows where them people here come from, 10,000 of them, and we are roll out red carpet for them. But those amongst us in our own region, we are send them back. They never arrive at a better time. Bonjour. How to talk French again? Bonjour. Comment allez-vous aujourd'hui? How else me learn in a French class? Que voulez-vous coucher avec moi? Now is an opportune time to see what this Prime Minister is going to do with these 17 Haitian nationals. When me telling us that God Almighty have reached down his hand and I bless the People's National Party, you know, believe me, you know. In Jackie a laugh. Real be official a laugh after me. Ivan Riley, me say, when me telling us that God Almighty have a hand on the People's National Party, only not realize that God have fight the battles of the PNP. Only not realize that me say yesterday I see Marky Jeep on a stage and rock a crowd, and me say God Almighty queer. And when the Prime Minister can have so much joy in himself, the Prime Minister look mash up. The Prime Minister look defeated. The Prime Minister... Jamaica people. Jamaica. Only not realize what is happening in the country. Me say every single time something happen, it comes at an opportune time to test the government. I want to see what Kamina, Johnson Smith and Andrew are going to do with them at 17 Asian we come here a while ago. It's a breaking news, you know. Good afternoon, sir. Bless, big up yourself, uncle. 17 Asian just come out with shores a while ago. I want to know what is it that the government is going to do with them. Because if we cannot take 10,000 national, yeah, who are not a part of CARICOM, let me tell you something and let me educate you a little bit. Just like how you have the United Nations, just like how you have the United Kingdom, I see them so now have CARICOM. Yeah? And CARICOM member states have to look out for all those who are in CARICOM member states. Just like how all those who make up the United Nations, just like how all who make up the United Kingdom. Priority is first. So when you come on to the Asians, it is well within Jamaica's interest to protect them before we look to protect them and those who are no member of CARICOM. And it is sad to know that the Jamaica Labour Party, rather to help them and those outside of CARICOM, but member states of CARICOM, we decide to send them back to their situation. I say, Jamaica, that it is never an opportune time like now to see what the government is going to do. Thank you, Jack Kingston, the European Union. Yes. Why may I tell you, Emily? You're blaze hot this morning. Let's continue.
And we should have to feel in the dark. On top of that, don't come and tell us that there's no coercion. Because we know that there's no diplomacy in the corridors, in the halls of power anymore. We are fully aware. We are fully aware that what we're dealing with are not negotiations, but dictates.
Yes.
And we know that we don't have the power. The power differentials are unequal.
Right.
So what you probably need to do is speak with us in coded language, and we will better understand instead of taking us for idiots, because we are not. And it doesn't help that other Caribbean territories have these so-called TCNs. You need to read the room. You need to learn from history. You need to know when to speak with us and get ahead of the news. So what is happening now, to my mind, is not acceptable in how the matter has been handled.
That is right.
And even though we don't understand, you're telling us that these individuals are not deportees, but are they free people in the United States? Are they buying a ticket to come here?
Yeah.
Or are they to be transported in the custody of representatives to get here? And if they are not, we are not into the euphemism. You need to talk straight.
Yes.
And if you cannot talk straight, get somebody who can talk straight and level with us. This administration, you need to watch yourself.
Yeah, God.
There's a time when the thing goes to water bottom and it's going to drop out.
That's not true.
There cannot be so many mistakes in 1 week or 1 week behind the next.
My God.
When David Cameron came here and promised a prison, it was rejected forcefully in the Parliament of Jamaica by the then opposition leader Andrew Holness, and I agreed with it. Chiefly because of the historical relic, because of our relationship with the UK, and the issues concerning slavery, which is a bit different from the United States. But exactly because of that, and exactly because of the secret MOU, you come to us early and explain and distinguish. You don't hold a speech until some biennial conference. Don't make, my granny would have said, don't make people spit on the ground and it dry up before Dr. Wheatley resign later. And give us full explanation about this so-called MOU. Because up to now I don't get it. And I read things in light. I don't read in the dark. That's all the time we have.
Hey! The woman say I like to read. And I like to be given things in the light. I don't like to read in the dark. What a disgrace in the Labour Party. What a way to start the Monday. What a way to start the week. Where is Senator Marlon Morgan? Where is Abka Fitz-Henley? Because if I did ever anything that the PNP then come out, can chastise and give speech long time, we haven't heard Marlon Morgan utterances of late. Make a serious blow they go on in the Labour Party, you know. Serious blow that take place in the Jamaica Labour Party. I want to hear from you this afternoon, 10 minutes to the hour of 1 o'clock. Jamaica, we can stay a little bit more on the internet. If I have 15 more minutes, we can wrap up by 1:15. Can I open the phone lines? I want to hear from you, Jamaica. I want you guys to send those requests. Let me tell you something, you know. You don't have to get into the frame of mind of starting to socialize. Me understand, so I don't love listen to the teacher speak. I don't just listen and learn something. But let me tell you something. Honestly, when me go over YouTube, I mean set up my phone lines, I mean put out my number. You know, better make use of the number, you know, because I want to hear the things and what they take place in the country. I mean, I make sure set up everything. Me now come on the media can look like no puppy show. This they broke down that now work that no. I'm setting everything in order. So when me click that live button, there's no coming back. You know, I'm going to sit down over the YouTube. I'm going to be a thorn in this government. And if me can't able to do it on TikTok, I want make me can't do it over YouTube. Watch me on. So with that said, Jamaica, the phone lines are open, and I want you guys to call in and tell me what do you guys make of the interview that was done between the Prime Minister and Cliff Hughes State Media this morning. What was achieved? Because nothing was answered. Nothing was said by the Prime Minister where you can say the minds of the people today are now at ease. And so all that is happening around us, things are now back to some form of normalcy because the Prime Minister would have addressed. Nothing was addressed other than he come out to endorse the continuity of corruption. It is a sad and dark day in Jamaica. The phone lines are open, my people. Kindly jump up in the box so we can have a wonderful discussion. We want to be here for another 30 minutes, so I'm looking out for you guys. Send those requests so we can have a discussion. Kindly send those requests quickly. Too much are going on in the country, man. Too much is happening in this country. Who is there? I'm seeing Dwight. I'm seeing Winsome. Good afternoon, Dwight. What going on, my brother? Long time.
How are you, Dre? And greetings to the listeners. I'm not going to stay long because I'm in these people's office, and so I'll just stay like 2 minutes and then I go. But the Jamaican politics right now, or the Jamaican government, Dre, of which I'm seeing over the past couple of months, is totally a party shop right now, right? And at times I don't even want to listen or to even see how these members of parliament are, acting on the government side. But just to touch the US thing, there is no way that the government should sign off any understanding, right, with taking in deportees that never entered through Jamaica.
Yes.
That cannot happen. One, they are not Jamaican citizens, right? Two, they are not from the CARICOM. So there's no way you should be able to do that.
Yes.
3, on a JP's perspective, when these deportees come to the shores, right, or the airport, who is going to ensure that their rights are not being infringed when they are not Jamaican citizens?
That's right.
When they are not. So, is it a case that the custos of each parish or whichever parish gonna just pick up JPs and send them to whichever airport that they're going to land at, and to say process these people because of what rights are you going to defend when they are not Jamaican citizens? That's a total shame and disgrace on the Jamaican government right now. But on the Andrew Wheatley saga, that's another topic. I only have 2 minutes, so I have to run.
Big up yourself, my brother. And I like when you put, please to use up the title some more. JP Dwyer, you are a justice of the peace. You know you always have a space right here on my platform. Looking forward for your support on YouTube, sir.
Okay, Dre. And all the best to my comrades that are listening.
Big up yourself. Every time. Win some wagwan.
Yeah, good morning, comrades. Good morning, everyone. Morning, Jay. When I listened to the Prime Minister a while ago, I saw that he seems to be under some form of pressure.
Yes.
And he only come out to make a representation. Just to say that he said something, but he said nothing, really. And he has not addressed the problem. That is to show that he is the one who is creating the problem, in terms of he's the one who made the agreement for the people to come here on the sides, up front, but behind, he is the one behind it.
Yes.
And he cannot speak to Wheatley, because if he speaks to Wheatley, he will have to speak to himself also. So he must defend Wheatley, whatever. And on Emily's part, I believe what Emily is saying is right. That is the words that is on the people's mouth on the streets. But it goes to show that they are not blind to the things that are happening all the time in the country.
Yes.
They choose to come speak on things when for whatever reason. Yes, because there's a lot of other issues that had happened in the country and she had not come out to speak on it. They are silent. So what she said now goes to show that she is aware of the foolishness that the Labour Party is going on with, and she just choose not to say anything.
True.
And maybe in my view, I wonder if the money run out, because me believe, say, Andrew pay out them people here. Maybe if him drop 150,000 US, she will change her tune. I'm just saying. So me just believe, say, yeah. But just believe, say, she does talk because the money not drop. That's my thinking. Right? And me see where now a lot of labor rights are speaking out. I have 2 persons around me that are labor rights that are speaking out, and that me have to say, just see, here we are talk all along.
Wow.
Just say, the government, well, they never vote because they are not in Jamaica. But say the government never did go back in, defend this man. And all me are telling you, say, the man are evil and them don't mean the country no good. Just see now, it's late. It is late. Right now, me talk it already upon the program, I know, Dre. I said China and America is going to go to war over Jamaica. I said it.
Gotcha.
And I still believe it is going to happen.
Hello, I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you, but hello, good afternoon, I'm Drebrian. I'm here on the behalf of my mother, Maria Blessing, that watches your program. She would like your WhatsApp number. I tried to inbox you, but it's not going through because they're telling me something about violation. She would like your WhatsApp number to give you a call about something.
Okay, no problem. This is the TikTok account?
Yes.
All right, let me send you a message now. So as soon as I wrap up the program, I will get in touch. All right.
Okay, no problem.
Sadie _ XOXO. All right, Sadie, thank you for that. All right.
All right, no problem. You can take me down.
No. What's your mommy name again?
Maria Blessing.
Maria Blessing. All right. So I'll get in touch with you as soon as I wrap up the program.
Alrighty.
Cool. Yeah, continuing some.
Yes, my rest my case for
All
now.
right. All right, darling. Derval and then Jack.
I present good morning to you, Jay Brian. Thank you for having me up here. I really appreciate it. Good morning to everybody in the box. Good morning to the moderator and everyone who's watching. Thank you so much for having me on here. Jay, number one, this Asian that land to Jamaica, where Andrew want to put them? Where am I going to put them? Camilla Johnson, Andrews, where am I going to do with them Asian in land of Jamaica? And Asian commit all kind of things. You understand? Number two, Andrew wants can't talk to Andrew Wheatley because him and Andrew Wheatley the same thing, because if Andrew really have to go, Andrew wants have to go as well. You understand? Because Andrew Wheatley said him not going alone, so you know how it go. You understand? Two, more no Andrew Holness. What kind of talk you talk to the Andrew Holness? We don't understand when you talk to the Andrew Holness. Be a foolish, be a rubbish, be a lie. Do you know you have a quote there today, Andrew Holness? You jump and talk when you feel good, but try not to tomorrow. Tomorrow is either send somebody in a quote tomorrow or you come tomorrow in a quote Andrew Holness. Andrew, why are you running for Mr. Buchanan? Why are you running? Because you know say the seat of hand over to Mr. Buchanan. Or an early election call, or a by-election call over there. So Andrew Holness, prepare for it, Mr. Andrew Holness. Prepare food, Mr. Andrew. So the gozo and the gungo now go work Andrew Holness. Gozo start pre-clan time. We know you gozo them. I will know where about Andrew. I will know of capture gozo them and cancel gozo them Andrew Holness. Andrew Holness, member, come in a court. That's all we tell you. Come in a court, Andrew Holness. You understand, Andrew Holness? And Andrew Wheatley need to go. He need to go. Jamaican people, wake up, Jamaican people. Even to go, they're going to stand up on the sidewalk tomorrow with no black card. Andrew Holness and Andrew Wheatley must go. Why Andrew Holness still have Andrew Wheatley as a Senate? You have that on the black card tomorrow. You can stand up tomorrow right across from the courthouse, 100 meters from the courthouse, on the sidewalk, stand up. We not disturb nobody, we not disturb no court, and not stand up. We know the Constitution right on page 31. We not have the right to stand up on the sidewalk with your plat card. Then now got trouble, we not move, we not block no road, we not run up and down and not stand up silently with on the plat card. Okay?
When you said there, Val, if you know them rights, page 31.
Yeah, and the Constitution right.
Okay.
Yeah, page 31. Yeah, man.
All right, that's your contribution. Thank you, sir. Big up yourself and keep safe. All right. Mr. Kingston, how you do, sir? Good afternoon. Your contribution, please.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. I just... I don't understand what's going on. I think Jamaica is in a really serious situation because we have a security minister who don't know what's going on. First of all, he said these people will be in transit, and anybody who know anything about traveling, when somebody's in transit, meaning that you get another airline ticket to bring you back to where you're going to. For example, when I just came back from South Africa, and when I leave New Jersey and I went to Ethiopia first, I got a ticket from Ethiopia to go to South Africa. So we need to know where are these people transit ticket. Where are they going to go? That's the first thing, and up to now, him can't say nothing about that. We already know that this thing here is a coordinated effort, and I don't like to be somebody who grab on to quote unquote propagandist, but We just have to look into it. He said that these people will, if when they decide that they want to file for asylum and decide to stay in Jamaica, we already know in the last election, the Labour Party just win by 1,000 something vote.
Right.
1,000 something vote in Central Kingston, where I am from. What Donovan Williams just win by 35 vote. If you see what I'm saying, just by 35 vote. So we have some serious issue. And I want to say something regarding the interview with Andrew Holness this morning and Cliff Hughes. Cliff, where was the energy that you have when you were talking about the other day when the situation with Andrew Wheatley just came out? Yes, you was advice to us or whatever, but your tone was somewhat firm in the sense that you said the Prime Minister must make Andrew do something about Andrew Wheatley. Do you realize that in tone changed when you was having a conversation with the Prime Minister?
Oh, absolutely.
He didn't push back as a journalist. He didn't push back the Prime Minister with nothing that the Prime Minister said. He didn't have a rebuttal to the Prime Minister and nothing as a journalist who is the fifth entity for Jamaica. He had nothing to say to him. He just allowed the Prime Minister to talk till the Prime Minister can even have the audacity to tell him that, oh, he got to run. He got to run. Remember now, this is a interview that Cliff himself advertised on his social media.
Yes.
So the Prime Minister need was to set a time. Fit it in his calendar where it is safe for him comfortable. You're not supposed to be in no rush at all. You pick, the Prime Minister, unpick him favorite journalists.
True.
To go to have this sit down with to talk about.
And stick up in the jack. You speak as one individual who travels. And so if you are going to travel, you must have to make some arrangements such as booking your ticket in advance, all of those things. So you want to tell me, say, Andrew never knows, say, I go out Suriname and Guyana this morning when he booked the interview.
Exactly.
It is a lie. You come show the people.
Exactly. And I am saying, even if you're having a telephone interview with just a telephone, we're just going to say a telephone interview, something happen and the journalist reach out to your team and say, okay, I want to talk to, and I'm just going to say MP, I not even go up to all the way to Prime Minister.
Yeah.
I'm in the MP area, I want to talk to MP, so-and-so, is secretary coordinated. And she coordinated to the best of the MP time, where it's not going to involve with the MP going to picking up his child from school, where the MP is going to go to the doctor. The MP have a nice, decent, at least 45 minutes where he's free from everything. And to see the man who is in charge of the country where we have serious issue. We have serious issue. We have this situation with 10,000 people. Thank God for the journalists at in the Gleaner who break the news. And when they break it at first, all scrutiny. First, Dr. Trump came out and said it was all a lie. Nationwide themselves, who's supposed to be representing the Gleaner, should be having the Gleaner back. George Davis himself questioned why the Gleaner did this at this point. Questioning it, and he is quote unquote a journalist. You see what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I really don't know what happened to Jamaica. I hear one of our favorite uncle Dino said it the other day on Ingram program, him give up on Jamaica. And I am at that point. Because I want to know, where are these well-thinking Jamaican? We never see these stuff in Portia or PGA time. Never. People give Portia L. people give PJL. We have never ever seen this atrocity going on in the country. Where are these people now? Where the internet aren't them there? Where the Baba Tunde there? Where the Baba Glued and them spirit is? We want to know. Well, Mutty Perkins, we already know where Mutty Perkins was, where Mutty Perkins stand. But where are these people? Where them there? Where them there? That's why I mean, I want, PMP, I come and talk about the opposition must do more. I am so sick and tired of hearing it. Me no want hear anytime I go on any program, even Colin Bell, when I'm listening to him, anybody come on, Mr. Bell, Mark Golden need to do more. I change it. Because at what point what more do you want the opposition to do? What more you want the man to do? Dre, I leave it right there. But Andrew Wheatley, Andrew Holness can't say much about Andrew Wheatley because he's looking at the mirror at himself. He's looking at, when you look at Andrew Wheatley, he's seeing his reflection. So he cannot say nothing about Andrew Wheatley. He cannot say it.
So true.
And me hear the same Emily Crooks. Not Friday, Thursday went on the report, just dropped. She herself, because she's a green lizard, to change anytime, She said, Andrew Wheatley's situation is far more different from the Prime Minister. And I want to ask her, Ms. Shields, how much different is Andrew Wheatley's situation is from the Prime Minister? If the Prime Minister is going to the court, asking the court to make the IC struck out and district enrichment, how much different is Andrew Wheatley from the Prime Minister?
There you go, my brother.
So this thing that she's on now and she's saying whatever, to be honest with you, I don't even take it serious. I don't take her serious because all of this, the Prime Minister haven't been certified for the last 5 to 6 years and he is the head of the country. All buck stop with him, the Prime Minister, not Andrew Wheatley, nobody else, him. And that's what Mark Golden said. If up the stream is rotten, everything down the bottom have to be rotten.
Head of the stream.
Exactly.
Yes.
The fish rotten from the head.
Too true, my brother.
Fish rotten from the head. Who is the head? Andrew Holness.
Too true.
Who is the head? And all of them. So remember, ask you something now, and I'm just going to close. We know at least around 7 or 8 more of them out there leave that the IC and them know themselves already.
Of course.
And with all due respect, there's none on the PMP side. We can all say that.
Too true.
Because we had 14 before, and the next 14 they're newcomers. And the other 14 that was there when time the IC was doing their thing. You understand me? So we can say all our 28 are clean as a brand new white shirt.
That's true.
You understand me? So my point is, when is it that when we're going to hear about the rest of them? What's going to happen? That's why Andrew Wheatley said I'm not going to resign. Because guess what? The next 8, what's going to happen to them? And you know that a lot of them is in cabinet position. Dre, I'm telling you, the Jamaican, I really, really, really give up on Jamaica.
You know, Jack, what part of that interview this morning, I'm sure it rubbed the Jamaican people the wrong way, especially those who probably would have tuned in from overseas, is when the Prime Minister is going to sit before the nation this morning and say that he has all the confidence still in Andrew Wheatley.
Exactly.
He still has the confidence. That was one of the most damaging things that could come out of the man's mouth.
Exactly. And Cliff, as a journalist, don't say to the Mr. Prime Minister, are you really serious? At that point, you're supposed to draft your report as a journalist and go from point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and go down the list and say, Mr. Prime Minister, come on. You mean to tell me, say, this man have been what and you highlight and you rip it home and you drive the pint home to him, and you are gonna just sit there with him and fold your hand, and him are gonna tell you say him have confidence in the in Andrew Wheatley, and you as a journalist have no rebuttal to that. Come on. So that means so that means all that whatever that you did couple days ago and said, no, Prime Minister Andrew Wheatley need to go, whatever. That means all what you did was just a cheap talk. The Prime Minister called you over the weekend and say, Cliff, hey, see some millions here, just keep yourself quiet. And now you are just doing an interview as if like where is the journalism?
Exactly. That's the thing that I was going to say. Where is the journalism with him? Because if he made that point that he has the confidence still in this man to serve in his cabinet, despite Cliff should have do the honorable thing and to at least draw the charges laid against him.
Exactly.
That is what he should have said, Prime Minister, based on what the Integrity Commission is bringing forth. Here is a man with 4 criminal charges hanging over him. And him list them out. And all that was put to this man.
Exactly.
Ask the Prime Minister whether or not he is in agreement with the charges, and how is it that you are going to support them? At least recuse the man from your cabinet and make him clear up his charges. And then you can bring him back.
And not only that to Jay, he should have said to the Prime Minister, but Prime Minister, at what point did you know that so when you stand on that debate stage and you said you look wide and far and nobody have been whatever, all of these things, you are a journalist, you're supposed to be asking the Prime Minister and holding his feet to the fire. Mr. Prime Minister, at the debate, you told the Jamaican people that you look far and wide and there's no one in your cabinet have been. When did you know? When did Andrew Wheatley or even go and say, according to the opposition leader, when he did his whatever, he would like to know. So he asked none of that. None of that. And I rest my case. I'm telling you, Jamaica, I really don't know what to say. We are in Dre. I really.
Thank you for your contribution,
Jack.
Have
a wonderful day. Bye.
You too, my brother. Mrs. Escobar, you will be closing out the program, so you just have a cold red stripe for me, please, on my bill. I'm going to go to League of My Own. And Courtney, I see Courtney still there. Then we'll wrap up the program for this afternoon with Lady Escobar. League of My Own, can you turn on your microphone, please? Your contribution.
You know, Dre, it's a while ago I realized so I click on this, yeah?
Well, now that you are here, I'm sure you have a word for the people. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Sir Dre. Was that an interview or 2 friends sitting down having rum?
I beg your pardon, repeat that?
I said, was that an interview or 2 friends sitting down having rum?
Me still not hear what you say a while ago. Repeat that for me, please.
I said, was it an interview or 2 friends sitting down having a drink of rum?
It appears to be a friendship over two Heineken was taking place.
Yeah. Good, because as the interview, the investigative journalists we formally know as Mr. Hughes, where was the follow-up question to to the Prime Minister when he would have said all the nonsense that he said this morning?
My God.
Because if you are going to allow the man to come and speak to your listeners when he say one, Mr. Hughes asked him, you appointed him after you allow him to sit out and nothing, and then the Prime Minister said, well, you know of Petrojam, nothing come of it. Isn't the matter with Petrojam still in the court?
Yes.
Did Mr. Hughes ask him, but the matter is still not settled because it's still in the court. And why is it still in the court? Because every attempt that the judge make of having the trial proceed, the lawyers for the accused file an appeal, because it's appeal after appeal after appeal after appeal, so the matter stuck where it is.
True.
So nothing can come of it. So how can you as a leader speak of that, nothing come of that, of what happened with at Petrojam? We cannot continue to have ministers, state ministers of government find a fall of the law and then be taken to the office of the Prime Minister to sit out a few years and under the cloud of night bring them back in the cabinet. Yes? We need to start setting an example. But as the previous caller said, what happened when you read the Integrity Commission report against Mr. Andrew Wheatley, and then you read the integrity report against Mr. Holness, it is as if you are reading a copied document, because the same formula that would have been used in the case against Mr. Holness is the same carbon copy print that Mr. Wheatley would have taken.
Yes.
So it seems as if both of them would have gone to the class of how to scam taxpayers' money. Because there's no way East Kirkland Heights, Jamaica Prime Estate,
yes,
you can get piece of land in 2015, 2016, value at $9 million. For which that land, you can then go ahead and build 20 apartments. Yes? And then you in turn hand someone as a gift. Yes? Because when you receive that gift now, one of those apartment can value over $50 million.
That is true.
And if that minister decided that he want to sell them at market value to even 50 million, he will in turn earn 300 million.
True.
So you cannot just look at it at base level where you say, oh, he received 6 apartments as gift. He received 6 apartments as gift, which then now become legitimate, to which then he can turn around and make a profit of $300 million based off the Integrity Commission report. He only invests $9 million. So compare $9 million to $300 million.
Exactly. And to make matters worse, he cannot give an account to this individual who would have developed the land and cut it up and make 20 apartments, like the person have left the country. How conveniently?
How convenient? How convenient that you, Mr. Wheatley, would have gone to inherit a piece of land for $9 million. Yes? Because your say was that the person who you would have gone into business never have the capital to buy the land. So you take the loan. And when you look in the Integrity Commission report, right? You take the loan in September. And by October month end, you pay off that loan. Then why did you have to seek a loan?
Interesting.
We need to stop. But Jay, where is the Jamaica Labour Party youth arm? How we don't hear them asking for any resignation?
Call them see if you could make an appeal to them on this matter. Yes, I would love to.
I haven't heard Nesta Morgan or Marlon Aptas recently. Where are they? Why are they so quiet? Huh? You see, I only trust politicians when they can talk, when both sides are going against the integrity of Jamaican people. You cannot be one-sided. Yes? As when people start beginning to trust the arms of the young people, you're not too young for follow corruption.
True.
Call it out no matter who they want to be. And your silence on this matter is deafening. Dre, I never plan to come up, but have a good day.
Your contribution is always appreciated, my brother. Blessings every time. Take care, League of My Own. Courtney, quickly for me, please, and then we close out the afternoon with Mrs. Escobar. Thank you for waiting, Courtney.
Jay, good afternoon. How you doing?
Wonderful. One more nail in the cafe of the labor right there. I feel good.
You know me always there listen to you, man, but a long time I don't come up on the platform, come voice my opinion. Jay, we in trouble.
Big trouble.
Jay, a problem. Jay,
tell me.
Can you imagine me pen listen, Jay, the whole of the Labour Party want dash where they want high rope around their neck and drop them with big stone in a steamer time. Listen, Jay, did you know that Maypen Hospital only have, you know, when you have asthma, you're going to the little area there so forget the little asthma support?
Yes.
Did you know it's only 2 machines there, Jay? And a lady go there with her daughter. And did you know that the lady daughter unalive?
Oh my God.
Because she have to sit in the chair waiting. In the woman hand to pick it unalive, you know. The woman have to sit down there wait for people to come off of the 2 little pump where they have in the waiting in the area where they sit down and get the little oxygen, you know, Jay. Jay, some terrible things are going on. I don't know about neither. Christopher Tufton. Then if you take with Christopher Tufton go drop in a sea bottom, you know, Jay. Jay, this government had to pilot Jamaica run off. I know we not no government, you know, Jay.
Mighty God.
A pay problem I go on here, you know, just 2 people don't know what go on, you know.
Maypen Hospital, no pharma oxygen, nebulizer, no nothing. 2 of them have run the whole hospital.
Look on the hospital, how big and pretty, John, when you're going there, it's a disgrace in that chip. It look like a hog pen when you use push broom, wash out hog pen. I saw in there, look, Jay. We gone, we in a trouble. Mr. Jay, what do you mean? I'm sick and go down there and a rum cup, then give me for piss in, if I go test me piss in, Jay.
Courtney, come on for me phone and what you said to me, Courtney?
If I'm like a joking thing, Jay, a joke me the pan, you know.
When you say you went to the hospital to do your normal checkup, and one of the checkup you know the typical procedure to pass your urine, and you mean to tell me that you were handed a rum plastic cup to pass your urine in?
Yeah, no, there.
Mighty God.
If you're sick and go down there for wash off your body and then carry in there for wash off, not even one little run off for your little private scene at the bathroom, a bucket and water for flush the toilet, Jay.
Mighty God of Daniel, what you saying to me?
I wonder who run the audit and the hospital in Maypen. I don't know who run the audit down there, or who take care of down there, who is the manager, or who are the observer. I mean, no Jay down there run like when you go and hog pen for wash out a morning time, and you dash like a feed in, they get the hog, them also down the tan Jay. All the pharmacy locked down.
What you saying to me? So how the people of Clarendon survive?
Autopilot, Jay.
Mighty God.
Autopilot, everything depends. Sufferation right across the board, Jay. When you go in there, you have to sit down 2-3 hours before you get through. The doctor, then when you go in there, the first thing they ask you, where you feel the pain, an injection, they don't kill you, Jay. When you come out, you swell like a pampas. Them murder you with injection in there when you go in there. the hospital run like clinic. Where is Mr. Tufton to come send the audit down at Mapen and run the audit in the hospital and find out what's going on?
My God, Courtney, I'm sure you lift up the entire Clarendon this afternoon. I would never know it was that bad in Clarendon.
Jay, we in a one dark spot, and it is all come down to the Jamaican people because they get the chance to get away these demons, then get the chance to get away the corruption, then get the chance to get rid of Judas, and they run with him and talk about 1 p.m. and nobody but 1 p.m. has see that, then get. Hey, look, I tell you something, you see, Jay. We in a one dark avenue.
True.
When it all come down to Mr. Wheatley. Mr. Wheatley not supposed to be there from first. He should have run on a political ticket.
Yes.
He's a criminal. Do you remember how them call down judgment on Starboy, Fenton Ferguson?
Yes, and Richard Azan.
So how come now Dalrymple, Andrew Wheatley, Tufton, all of these people, with the one from over St. Mary name, with the used car dealership.
Bobby Montague,
thief, criminal. Sitting down over there and handle the Jamaican people business. And I sit down and see the Jamaican people. I sit down and see the majority of the Jamaican people are sitting down and supporting these criminal. I think the whole of Jamaica are compromised with this government, you know.
True.
Where are our morals, where our grandparents and great-grandparents teach with, Jay? Where are our morals? Where are our dignity, our principles where, you know, the morning, good afternoon, and where are our decency, Jay? You know, the outside people, them are look on we all of the other South American all boat over there in the United States. A thief, them are look on we as in the United States. A thief, them are throw out upon we.
It's sad.
They say the Jamaican people are criminals, so send them out, they go throw them, they go pack up all criminals and thieves out there, and our Prime Minister are taking in them. So where you think now? Or you think people are looking for we? And our Prime Minister taking all the thief and criminal them, and they already have we as thief and criminal. When we go to America, everybody are watch with Jay, because they say, yes, see, yeah, the Jamaica come. One more criminal there in here again. That's the reason why Trump want to get rid of them. Be a criminal and thief. And you can't say nothing because he's my biggest one. Puss.
Mighty God, Courtney, you have said it all, my friend. You have said it all this. You have said it all this afternoon, my friend. That is where I have to leave it with you, Courtney. And make sure you give me the support on the YouTube, because a voice like yours need to echo my YouTube platform. So I'm looking for your support when I transition over to YouTube, my friend.
Yes, all the best, and God go with you.
Thank you, Courtney. Thank you. Mrs. Escobar, you have waited patiently. I want to thank you for your time. But a woman of your statute and the Escobars and no husband, the one side must say, listen, you know, I go raise the roof. Mrs. Escobar, wrap up the program for me now. It's your time. What's your take on the interview this morning?
Good afternoon, everybody. You know, since me joined the program, I actually literally go over there, go check for myself if me hearing what me hearing. Yes. So the Prime Minister basically come out and Cliff Hughes are interviewing. And I want to say interview, that are like friendly conversation. And the Prime Minister went as far as to say he has confidence in Andrew Wheatley. But on that the part they really... Me know say them a janker, you know, so me know say him would have already said something like that. Yes. So the part where shocked me the most, when the Prime Minister say he read the report. And on top of it, him say him wait on attorneys to know what to do. So me say attorney, Then Andrew Wheatley no come in the parliament can tell you I'm ready up and gear up with attorney. So what kind of attorney the Prime Minister read report and they wait for advice from attorney if you do what them do. Cliff, you ask the Prime Minister now say your attorney or Andrew Wheatley attorney, the party's attorney.
Confused. Tree story.
Say, wait. So at the entire Jamaica Labour Party now gear up now fifth war the Integrity Commission. So it's no longer Peter Champagne and the Dabdu. So it's more likely now more of them now. Where them rounds up, well it is loyalist to the Jamaica Labour Party, I go rounds up now in them numbers and them I go chunk up some money behind them to see if them can topple over the Integrity Commission. But them have a second guest coming. Yes. Because these people forget that the persons who make up the Integrity Commission are well-trained judges way before Andrew Holness didn't even know himself here wear short pants. They have served several years in this judicial arm in this country before. So I don't want them to get it twisted and fool themselves and trick themselves. So when I hear the Prime Minister talk about him rest confidence in Andrew Wheatley, and in the same length and breath, he talk how he might wait for an attorney to go assist the criminal to fight against the Integrity Commission. That says a lot also as the Prime Minister.
True.
So I wonder if a lot of persons did hear that part there. Andre, under the Jamaican Constitution, a minister can be removed, you know. And let me tell you how the minister can be removed. They have to be of unsound mind, legally adjudicated to be mentally incompetent. And that interview this morning with the Prime Minister is a madman. They'll get a couple screw drop out of your head.
Yes.
Couple screw gone out of your brain. Because something clearly wrong with you did it so. And you know the worst part about it is, we are dealing with a set of persons. So don't forget, say, you're not afraid to call name, because them can't feel like they can't control me up. Uno fail to understand that Donovan Williams is sitting in that parliament and he was the secretary to the Prime Minister's companies.
Yes.
And Donovan Williams, he was the shareholder holding shares in a Meditech for people. Way before he was even a member of parliament sitting there and look at Uno in there.
True.
And make it even worse. The fact that drill, a $30 million drill coming in this country underneath that specific company that you are holding shares for as a sitting member of parliament. And that said company in question cannot tell the Jamaican people up to now who is person A, who give them the lump sum of money in a them company to start it up, get business together and start make profit to the point where they might get government contract.
I know.
So no connect up the dots them. I want to start going like say, I want to idiot in this country. All of them are tied together one way or the other. And the fact that Donovan Williams sit down in the parliament and me watch him carefully or him pose up behind Wheatley. Go back and watch him video. Or him pose up behind Wheatley. Notice the direction that Andrew Wheatley turned in. Notice the direction when he might give the speech in a parliament, the direction that he turned in and say, this can affect everyone.
Him look for the support. Yes.
So look for the criminal them because they know. The Prime Minister knows that Andrew Wheatley was under investigation, but still promote him and give him state minister position because him have to put in him allies them, the people and where support him.
True.
And if him not do it, him have to still go back and listen to. And you see, if him take down Andrew Wheatley now, Dre, him have to consult with Andrew Wheatley, who Andrew Wheatley want to put in a fit him one position when just remove him from.
Yes, some deal have to sign.
And guess what? He have to go put one bigger thief than Andrew Wheatley. Anyone put one little wimp. The wimp have broke down the whole syndicate of them. So they have to find one next thief where have the rum belly of corruption. To put like Bobby Montague to carry out the rest of corruption them in this country.
True.
And speaking of this morning when we hear the news of the Haitians them who come on the shores of Jamaica. But let us go back in time. Dre, you remember the lady with the name Inez where the Prime Minister said she had give social house, in the house.
What become of Inez?
Right. I want a lot of persons to go back to that article because at that article I go connect up with that in terms of these deportees, you know. When the Prime Minister was over there and hand out house to Inez, and they tell Inez if you sign on paper, Inez not even read terms and conditions. In the same length and breadth, the Prime Minister tell the deportee them are foreign, he make sure it turn up in front of the news team. Hey, deportee, boy, Jamaican deportee, boy, we are come back here. The Jamaica one left 10 years and 20 years ago, you know. It's not the same Jamaica like how you left it, you know. So you better careful how you come in our country or radam.
Yes.
That was the message, you know. At the cutting of that whole thing, and that him tell the Jamaican deportees them. Then him went, meanwhile him threaten them and I tell him all of these things. You know what I'm going to say in the next part of the speech? Jamaica is a good place to live. And nationally you have to return to Jamaica because it's your place of birth. Come home and eat ackee and saltfish and roast breadfruit. The same deported them when threatening, you know. Him go along in the speech I tell him so they must come home, come eat ackee and saltfish and breadfruit. Fatten them during the country and then take the police run them down and alive them.
Narcissist.
So when you could have paid for one casket for 100,000 based on the average size Jamaica, and you have to go buy one bigger one now because two of the deported them are going to swell and die breadfruit and ackee and saltfish. One big casket. Where will the price of the casket? And look at the hypocrisy now. You out there are one the deported them where them born in Jamaica. Them in any country at all where deport them still have to return where they were born. And you give them stern warning and make them know say 10 and 20 years ago when no left. But what take some 10,000 criminal when you have no attachment at all to Jamaica, have never paid tax in this country, have never done, I doubt if when they did free, then did ever consider Jamaica as a vacation spot for them.
Yes.
And you that take 10,000 of them there for carry come in the country and put on top of it them for room freely. But you did that tell the Jamaican one them saying you them come and cross certain lines or radam. But you take them 10,000 there and I make them room freely in a Jamaica because guess what? You can't restrain them because of them human rights.
Oh.
And in the same time of talking about human rights, you are basically breaching the 1951 convention, which Jamaica is a signatory of.
Yes.
So at this point in time, Jamaica is participating in human trafficking right in our face.
That's true.
And I make no apologies for it. And the worst part about it is, it take the gleaner to come out, come bust up a story like that, to come tell the people them. And then you have the look at despicable information minister come and tell the people about, we were going to tell the public, look here, Dana, the first time you came into parliament, you tell lie. The first time you get appointed, you tell lie as a big old senator. So nothing what you are saying, no make no sense to the Jamaican people right about now.
Nothing.
And this is where I say, Dre, these people, you know, are some criminal element, them, you know. Because here you are, the young youth me always tell you, say, you know, anytime you have a young set of people get up and them support corruption to the fullest, it just shows a lot. And the reflection of the bigger one, them were up at top. Because when I see young Jamaica run out and come addressing the opposition leader in terms of statutory declaration, and how the opposition leader must come out, come declare. That means youth arm of the Jamaica Labour Party. No. So you have to uphold the standards of the Integrity Commission before you can speak to the Jamaican people.
Of course they know.
Make Uno take it upon yourself and carry belly for the opposition leader and don't pan him, they tell him say him supposed to declare. Then look at it now, Dre. If you don't pan him, they tell him say if you declare, no don't pan no leader, no don't pan Andrew Wheatley, I tell Andrew Wheatley say him should have come clean with the Integrity Commission. And it's so funny how them run out, and as them run out, so not even 1 week no run past good. There comes Andrew Wheatley and female illicit enrichment. There comes Andrew Wheatley and female illicit enrichment in the country. So the youth arm of Jamaica Labour Party is like a rum barrel. Full of them, full to the brim as it regards corruption. And if you not wrap the rum barrel the tightly, it can bust because of the things that we are processing at it. These despicable human beings were trying that youth arm. We must remind the people that these persons are 17. going up in them 30s, early 30s too.
Yes.
And the fact that you have a whole generation right there so will support corruption and hug it up because for them mouth butter a rubber puss mouth. It says a lot. These people are dangerous people to Jamaica and they will topple over Jamaican people. In the name of what? In the name of what? What does it give, cause a man to gain the world and lose your soul?
That's
and these young people start out on a bad start, on a ruining a reputation before they reach 20 with corruption. So later in the future, you don't have a career because guess what? People will remember Uno and the part Uno play as it regards corruption. Set of individuals them. And when Andrew Wheatley now thing come out, and we are wait fit here with them officer now, like oh Andrew Wheatley thing come out, then come and tell me about 1976. and when me and the Colonel Charles and the little unscrupulous look here, Babsy Grange in a parliament and Wappy kill Philip. If Babsy Grange want apology, why should I come move the motion in a parliament if she want apology or 2 more licks she want? Because some of whom will not go on. And you know, this is a public call. Since as this youth arm want to really contrive people when it come on to pass things, I am calling upon the Jamaica Labour Party and I'm calling upon Edward Siaga. Please apologize to Desmond Mackenzie for the several lick and lashing that you gave to him properly that caused Desmond to come on national TV and national radio come admit say you beat him like a beaten stick and a Congo drum. Because Dre, it is too much in this country and we have to get it right as a people. It is too much. Asians turn up on the shores of Jamaica, and pack them up, and give them little this and fling them back, and don't care if that place for them go back. If them by the 24 hours,
we are telling.
Give them a little chance. Big accommodation. I keep for the deportees. Big accommodation. The United States government is going to fund them in terms of accommodation, food, and all of the things them. Huh? And if every time when I listen to the reporter, when the reporter said deportees, Orashan went as far as correcting the reporter every time and I say transit tourists.
Yes.
So deportee, criminal left from foreign can get all pretty name. Criminal left from foreign can get pretty name in this country, all in the name of what? All in the name of what? And them not have no ties to Jamaica whatsoever. So people in Jamaica need to get this thing right and know what they do. Because if you allow these people to continue like this, Dre, if the cleaner never come out, can tell with them or something. Yeah. Them are people in this country long time. Roping and the pan voters list. Amongst people in some of the scheme them, and we would have never known, say some of the old heartless criminal them from foreign that Donald Trump himself don't want in our country. Them a collect. What am I gonna love collect puppy in a so? What am I gonna love collect riffraff so?
Redundant.
Nah, no use. Huh? What me couldn't have you always want to put on yourself and then the light already. And to make it even worse, the fact that Audrey Marks have not spoken to a journalist up to this day.
I know.
Thing was out. But everybody else come out want to take on the public for the truth. That alone tell we say Audrey Marks guilty as charged.
True.
Audrey Marks guilty as charged. And the Kamina Johnson Smith, that one day, she is the next one. Kamina Johnson Smith, make I ask you one question. You still have the one way ticket them for the Cuban pitney them? Because you gone silent again, from me get to understand on the ear say either come a Cuba now and Mexican government to support them and the Chinese them over there put up solar light. Me recognize say you talk about the one-way ticket. So let me ask you still have the one-way ticket for the student them, you count up the number of them way over there now if you come home, or you not count it yet? Huh? You don't count it yet, but you find time for deportee if you count deportee though. And to make it worse, of all parts of it, the Prime Minister go as far as quoting Donald Trump and administration. I'm going to show you the hypocrisy of these people before me close up and land this ship.
Yes.
Dre, when Biden was in government in the United States, Kamina Johnson Smith office put out one statement. He put out in a document addressing even down to the diaspora people, telling them that, oh, Biden administration is the best right now because guess what? Biden administration is giving the immigrants a shot of acquiring their paperwork and this, and they are willing to cooperate to the Biden administration. Down in the document as the conclusion. And now Donald Trump is now the president of the United States, doing the opposite of what UNO claim for say UNO work with Biden for do. And none of UNO can oppose to that Donald Trump. But UNO wards around the Caribbean meeting with the US Secretary of War under Donald Trump administration, and UNO tying up bilateral agreements. I UNO doing this, I UNO doing that. How that makes sense? Hypocrisy. And the foreign minister do all of them something there in the name and interest of Jamaica. The foreign minister two mouth Kamina Johnson Smith. So none of these people that you see are take plane isn't in favor of nobody at all in terms of Jamaica and its population because their mouth twist up.
True.
Because you have praised Biden and at the same time Donald Trump do something different, and you get up and sign an agreement for help Donald Trump transport deportees through no country when United States that dash them out from the get-go, and they never use Jamaica as a transit route. But all of a sudden in 2026 you want on transit route for blasted deportees. I don't talk about a United States approaching and because you have friends. Friends what? If my friends put my people in a such jeopardy, me and that the person are no friend again. You must call a spade for what it is. And all of the rounds on walk up and down in the Caribbean and I walk all over the place and sell themselves like some whores and prostitutes and piranhas of the Caribbean. Everybody are going to have laughing stock. And before me close, the only thing I can say to people is upon this life, Cuba will survive in a Dre, but can Jamaica survive? And that is the only thing I can say. And the only last thing me put forward right here, so long live the Cuban Revolution. Because at this point in the Caribbean, it's as much as how we go on bad with Haiti and carry on. But to me, Dre, it seems as if only Cuba and Haiti are the only people that did really fight for something. Because Jamaica now put up them foot in the air and cock up and take backers. And I rest my case.
America has spooned them. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Crazy.
A message this afternoon, Mrs. Escobar doing what she does best. Doing what she does best. I appreciate you. Thank you for your contribution. Very well said. And you couldn't have said it any better. Jamaica, what a program. What a show once again. Thank you guys so much for the love and for the support. Before we wrap up, let me remind you that the Member of Parliament for Portland Eastern, Isaac Buchanan, spokesperson on youth and human rights, will give his sectoral debate in Parliament. So we are looking forward for that. Let us all support MP Isaac Buchanan. In addition, as we wrap up, let we say congratulations to the Member of Parliament for Westmoreland Eastern, our very own Dr. Dayton Campbell, spokesperson on agriculture, who would have tied the knot over the weekend. we want to wish them a happy union. And I think Dr. Campbell is at that stage where settling down is priority. And it seems as though they had a wonderful time. Yes, man, we must be happy when we see persons find love. Let us encourage them and let us wish them all the very best. And Dr. Dayton Campbell knows he have our support. So let us congratulate them, Jamaica, on finding love. And despite, the labor rights, them have nothing good to say, let us rise above the negativity and stay focused. We are on a mission, Jamaica, and we must stay on that mission. Nobody is going to derail us. So once again, congratulations to Member of Parliament for Westmoreland Eastern, Dr. Dayton Campbell. God bless you, sir, and I know that your union will be blessed. Jamaica, this is where we left it for this afternoon. As I would have mentioned earlier, this Friday, we're going to have a wonderful time right here on the Drebrian Show. And so I'm asking everybody for the love and the support. Yes, to contribute where possible. I need to get myself a compatible device to stream my YouTube channel. I'm serious, people. We're going on YouTube. These kind of nice program, the people of Jamaica must be able to rewatch these. And so, Jamaica, come the first week of July, I'll be launching my YouTube channel. And it's going to be awesome. It is going to be awesome. So on Friday this week, the 26th of June, I'm asking everybody, no care how great or small, for the assistance. We're looking to raise at least $800. So the 20, the 10, and the $5, kindly send them to the Cash App and the Zelle and the Scotia account. And to those who God would have blessed a little bit more and can dig deeper, the $50s and the $100 will be quite appreciated. So I'm looking forward for the love and the support on Friday at 10 o'clock, where we will definitely seek to raise that fund. Jamaica, thank you guys so much for the love. Thank you guys so much for the support. Let us continue to champion the message of the People's National Party, and let us continue to look out one for another. The word is love. And see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place, where we'll do it all over again. Take care, Jamaica, and see you guys tomorrow. Blessings every time.
You write the words. What if you could hear them as a song? Go to suno.com, switch to custom mode, and paste.
See you guys tomorrow, all right? Blessings, everybody.